I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Now it's time to go to work. Represent your shit. Need a horn and the drum roll. Turn up, yeah!
Never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Now it's time to go to work. Represent your shit. Need a horn and the drum roll. Turn up, yeah!
I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Now it's time to go to work. Represent your shit. Need a horn and the drum roll. Turn up, yeah!
I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Now it's time to go to work. Represent your shit. Need a horn and the drum roll. Turn up, yeah!
I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I never talked to them boys that sat on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Well, I'm just sitting here jamming to my music. What is popping, everybody? Hold on a second. We watching some NBA draft tonight. Should be 2 Seminoles taken in the first round tonight. So we gonna watch out for that. We'll go over the Luke Altmyer situation. We'll maybe even look at some recruiting. 247 updated their recruiting boards today, so we'll take a look at that. And we gonna watch the draft live. I don't know if y'all can hear it in the back, so I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. But the draft is about to start. We finna see where these future NBA Knowles go. So we're gonna check that out. I'm chilling though. Not mad. Again, I broke the news yesterday on Chuba. So told you Chuba was hurt, out for the rest of the season. So that is what it is. This show's mostly gonna be an NBA show with these 2 NBA Knowles about to get drafted here. And those 2 I mean, there's a chance Trent Forrest could go as well. I don't see Trent Forrest being a first round pick. There's a chance, but we're really talking about Devin Vassell, and we're talking about Patrick Williams. Those are the 2 guys, 2 Florida State Seminoles that's about to be on an NBA team within the next within the next hour or so. We will see that. 18 people in the building. Hit the like button. You know what it do. But let me do a roll call real quick and get pumping on this video. And by the way, I am a Knick fan, so we'll probably mess up another NBA draft pick. So you'll see when they make their pick how displeased I'm gonna be. And I know. If you come in here with any Knick slander, I'm putting you in timeout. I don't want to hear it. My Knowles are bad. My Knicks have always been bad. Look, it's not good times for me. Anyway, Jay Oliver in the building. Lorenzo in the building. Hurricane Speed. 1Try5 says, tell me something good, Polk. Other than these NBA Knowles, man, I don't really got no good news for you. Altmyer's out the door, man. You ain't heard? I know you being funny. Joe in the building. No blooded in the building. Folks on War Chant saying Chuba might transfer. Well, if Chuba's gonna transfer after 1 season of him being hurt the entire season, I'm not gonna change my tune for Chuba Purdy. I'm not. What did I say? I didn't change my tune when all these other guys transferred out and opted out. I said if you don't want to be here, then you should leave. We'll find kids that do. The same goes for Chuba Purdy. If that rumor is true, you're the first person I heard say that one, so I have not heard that one. If that rumor's true, then I mean Chuba Purdy gotta do what Chuba Purdy gotta do. Like Lorenzo say, bye Chuba. Sniper Gang in the building. Giuseppe in the building. FSU Rose. Canes for life. Hold on. Chat skipped on me. There I am. Canes for life. Giuseppe says I'm a Knick fan. Hoping the Knicks take Vassell at 8. See, the thing is, man, we need a point guard. We already have RJ Barrett. I don't know if we really need Vassell. We have RJ Barrett and Kevin Knox. Adding another wing player that's going to play the 2 or the 3 when we still don't have a point guard, man, we need a point guard. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Ardavius Hall in the building. We need a backup plan if Luke Phipps don't want to. I've heard they may have backup plan. Transfer. That's all I can really say. But we're gonna get on to all of that. Let me finish this roll call. The Knicks, hell no. Sniper, don't get blocked. I won't fully block you, but don't get put in timeout. How you gonna be a Knicks fan and you from Florida? Well, when it came to basketball, my mother and my father are both New Yorkers. Actually, I was actually born in New York, but moved to Florida when I was like 2 or 3. So I don't know anything about New York. I grew up. I was raised in Florida. Um, when it came to basketball, I liked who my dad liked. My dad didn't care too much about college football, so I became a Florida State fan. When it came to basketball, I went with the Knicks, and I've been a dummy ever since. Tyler Powell, what's going on? DJ Schultz, shout out to you, bro. I'm new to the page. I appreciate you, man. Knicks still trash. Yes, we are, Jurgen. Yes, we are. Knicks don't be on. Is RJ Barrett any good? We'll see. We'll see. It's the Knicks, whatever they're supposed to do. Yeah, I know. Look, next, Jurgen's about to get sent to timeout. Sniper Gang's about to get sent to timeout. And Brother Brooklyn is about to get sent to timeout. He must be a Nets fan. So watch it. I'm not hit. Look, my nose are bad enough. Y'all not finna slander me on my damn New York Knicks. What's good, Polk? This Skyline kid decided to use my real name. All right. Irv Wallace in the building. BB in the building. And Canes for Life asked me, what is my MOS? My MOS currently is a 92 Fox, which is a fueler. I'm currently reclassing, or I've already been scheduled for reclass, which is changing my job. I don't go to that school until next year, and I'll be changing my job after that. An Island Boy in the building. All right. So let's talk a little bit. Thank you, Joe. Let me have the damn Knicks. I ain't got nothing else going for me right now. Okay, let's jump on this. Let's jump a little bit on this Luke Altmeyer situation. I'm from Haines City. Tyler, I'm from Lakeland, L Town. 88 November. Okay, I know what 88 November is. I heard Harding could become a Nets or Celtics. Yeah, I'm hearing that too, Dennis. Okay, Luke Altmyer, y'all checking in. D Thompson. All right, y'all get me off track. We're gonna get into basketball stuff. Believe me, the draft about to start, so we definitely gonna get into basketball stuff. Let's address Luke Altmyer real quick. Okay, what's the deal with Luke Altmyer? Okay, Luke Altmyer starting to get crystal balls from Mississippi sources or whatever the case. To Ole Miss. All right. This was first being rumored a few months ago. I would say I'd have to go back and check, but if I always go back, man. If you guys watch me, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I was saying that man, we covered when this stuff first started coming up. I want to say maybe it was after the Miami game or the Jackson. It might have been after the Jacksonville State game. I don't remember. But there was smoke back then. And back then I said, look, I don't think he's going to go, but where there's smoke, there's fire. There's going to be, there's something to pay attention to. Well, that smoke then turned into a damn near full blaze. So much so that one of the guys that I respect, that's part of the paid media, I'll call it, the actual guys with degrees, and they get paid to cover the team, whereas I don't. Michael Langston, he didn't sound too confident when I heard him talk about Luke Altmyer, which is all I really needed to know. Luke Altmyer is looking to go elsewhere. The fact is, Norvell, I've been really trying not to jump the gun on this staff. I really haven't, but losing Luke Altmyer, who right now is your highest recruit, by the way, he got a bump up of course he would get a bump up in the rankings, and be rumored to decommit. That's just the way these things have been working for Florida State recently. Losing him, that's a blow. That's a big blow to this offensive staff. And I'm specifically talking the Dillinghams and the Mike Norvells. Whenever I talk about one, I always talk about the other because those two are linked at the hip. You can't be the quarterback coach. You can't run the offense and can't recruit your guy. Now, I know you got Purdy, and we'll see if Purdy ends up being the guy. But at the end of the day, we still need to upgrade in talent across the board. I don't look at the Altmyer situation as it's a big blow. It's tough for me to say it's a huge how do I word it? Because it is a big blow and it is a big loss. But the way I see it, it's really tough to pull kids out of state. So like that Brandon Jennings decommitment really rubs me the wrong way. And it rubs me the wrong way because you left your home state, dad's alma mater, to go to a Michigan team that's in complete Jim Harbaugh's trash. Michigan has one game won this year? They're just as bad, if not worse, than Florida State, Michigan. And they don't have the issues that Florida State has. They don't have a new head coach, entire new staff. Jim Harbaugh been there for years now. Jim Harbaugh should have a system in place, everything set. And that's what you leave to go join, and you're sticking to that commitment, though they're trash, but you wanted to back out on us because we having a down year. Got it. Brandon Jennings' decommitment really rubs me the wrong way. The Altmeyer one, not so much because he's from Mississippi. If that makes sense to any of you guys. He was probably facing pressure to go to one of the Mississippi schools to begin with. Doesn't help that. Why would you go out of state to suck when you can go in, and at least Lane Kiffin's offense is showing life where Norvell's is not. So that's really the where I'm at on it. The rumors are true. Do not be surprised if he decommits here soon. I would be more shocked if Norvell found a way to keep him. Honestly, tongue getting tied up. I'd be more shocked if they found a way to keep him. But hey, Norvell gets paid money to find a backup plan. Okay, figure it out. If Luke's not your guy, I mean, look, the one thing that was always the saving grace for me with Luke, I felt like Norvell discovered you before you became this big time prospect. Okay, Norvell offered you when you were 3-star, and nobody else, including your home schools, your in-state teams, the Mississippi States and the Ole Miss weren't even recruiting you at the time. Norvell discovered you, found you, and offered you that scholarship. To me, that deserves a bit of loyalty. I got it. So that was kind of my one saving grace. Altmyer seems to not give a damn, and the more his stock rises, he may look to go elsewhere. Let's the chat up. The chat's been moving, but I really want to get the Altmyer thing out there. Brother Brooklyn says, actually a lifelong Spurs fan. First team I ever saw, so I stuck with them. I knew there was something about you that made you cool. I'm retired 31. Bravo. All right, that's dope. Shout out to all my current and my veterans and my people currently serving. Hey, thank you for your service, for real. It's not an easy thing that we do. It ain't that hard either, if we're being honest. But sometimes the days can be a little long. Baton Rouge in the building. Orange County. I feel you, bro. Knicks need to be good for the NBA. I remember the 90s, those battles with the Bulls. Yes, sir. Don't worry, my Orlando Magics are trash, as well as a breeding ground for the next superstar to play somewhere else. Absolutely. Never was a Magic fan. But I did root for the Magics when they had Tracy McGrady, because, of course, Tracy McGrady, if you don't know, that's a Polk County guy. Arbondale, Tracy McGrady, Polk County guy. T-Mac used to be my favorite player growing up. So I used to root for the Magic. I wasn't a fan, but I did used to root for the Magic. I didn't think Ole Miss had a bag. Oh, they definitely have a bag, man. Do you not remember Ole Miss recruiting the Laramie Tunsil's of the world? Laquan Treadwell? A.J. Brown? Didn't Metcalf go to Ole Miss? Kim Dichie? Why do you think Hugh Freeze got fired and Ole Miss got on sanctions? They got plenty of boosters, plenty of money. They got the bag, man. That's how does a team from not recruiting and never being any good to all of a sudden recruiting those calibers of players in a matter of a year or two? Oh, they've always had it. That's not a surprise. The problem, what I would say to Altmyer about the Ole Miss situation or Mississippi State, look, you know what Florida State is when this thing gets rolling, when this thing is on all cylinders. They're not just a 8, 9, 10 win football team. That's not the cap. That's not ceiling. This team is national championship contenders when they're rolling, period. This program always has been. When they're rolling, they're in the national conversation, period. We're 10, 11 games a year. We're New Year's 6 bowls. We're playing big games, and we're competing for the not only the conference, but the national title. Ole Miss at its best is what, 8, 9 wins? At its best, if they're lucky. Ole Miss with all that talent before, what were they, 8, 9 wins? But shout out to Luke Altmyer. He's going to do what's best for him, and that's all you can ever ask from these kids. Sniper, you talking about everybody's squad. Who's your NBA squad, Sniper? Absolutely, DJ. We made it easy for him. Definitely made it easy for him. I'm from Bartow. Let's go. Bartow in the building. Speaking of Bartow, I'm going to throw this out here because why not? I talked to him today. Don't know if he's watching right now, but I talked to him today. I'm going to have Freddie Stevenson on the show, folks. I'm going to have former Florida State, he was recruited as a linebacker, but he became a fullback, Bartow native, Freddie Stevenson. I talked to him. We conversed, told him I just want to do an interview with him, talk to him about the state of the program, ask him about some of his best FSU memories. He says he's down for it. Maybe early next week sometime, but he said he's definitely down for it. So look forward to that. I'm going to have Freddie Stevenson over here on 863 Seminole TV, and we're going to ask him what he think about this program, the state of it, and what he would like to see the program do. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for Freddie Stevenson on 863 Seminole TV. So yeah, it's something to look forward. I kind of was going to keep it a secret, but why not put it out there? I wanted to keep it secret because I wanted to make sure it was going to happen, but I'm going to keep Freddie at his word. I talked to him. That happened. So it's 31 in the chat. Tell him again, Joe. 36 in the chat now. Hit that like button, baby. Hell yeah, it hurts. Dude left home to go to Michigan. Didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't see it. That's what's up, Chris G. Brandon Jalen hurts. Well, I think Luke hurts more, man, because we need quarterback play. So I don't want to downplay losing Luke Altmyer. We need, you see it on the field. We need a quarterback. We need guys to compete, right? We need to up the competition in that quarterback room. I think that was one of the problems. Not to get on James Blackman. That's not what I'm here to do. I think that was one of the problems with Black. When did Black didn't have any competition? He knew he was the starter every year, with the exception of that 1 year Francois was healthy after coming back from the injury. Black had nobody really to push him. Well, you think Alex Hornibrook was really pushing him? So, yeah. We need Luke Altmyer is not an easy loss or something we could just sweep to the side. So I don't want to say it's to me, that's actually a bigger loss than Brandon Jennings. I think we can replace Brandon Jennings. The problem is just the way Brandon Jennings went about it. That really irks me. That's my problem. People might not agree with this. I would have been okay had Brandon Jennings said, I'm going to go be a Gator or I'm going to go be a Hurricane. I know people might like, no. I like to see Florida kids stay home, regardless of the school. Why are you going all the way to Michigan? That's my issue. Bro, how many QBs do you really need? Purdy will be here for the next 3 years. These kids are built to wait their turn. That's true. They're not built to wait their turn, or they will definitely leave if they don't get their shot. I believe there's a chance Jennings may come back. I think Harborough will be fired. And I think we should welcome him back with open arms. It still rubbed me the wrong way that he left. 39 in the building, hit the like button. Polk, with all the legacy players going elsewhere, do you think these guys' dad don't try? That kind of looks like the situation, doesn't it? kind of looks like the situation. We still got Jordan as a cushion at QB. If he can stay healthy, you're right. We can still get some guys in here. If we lose Luke, maybe take a 3 stars, another development piece, work with Jordan for a little bit, but you know, eventually we got to up the talent. We got to up the talent. You needed to. I agree with that. You got to take it. You got to take a quarterback every year. I don't care if it's a 3-star. You have to take something every year. And this year more so than any. I mean, I know Joe. You was talking about the Chuba transferring stuff. I don't know how accurate that is, but let's say he does. That's only 2 quarterbacks, 2 scholarship quarterbacks. You gotta take a quarterback this year. You have to. Ain't no loyalty. QB the one position where you need one every year. What's up, Destroy? Good to see you. Elite QBs aren't sitting 2 or 3 years anymore. There is some truth to that. That's also probably you notice a bunch of the 5 stars, the Tate Martells, and all these guys who are highly rated quarterbacks who jump around usually are never good. You got to take time to be coached, unless you're being treated unfair. Like how I thought Justin Fields was being mistreated. Now he is obviously the more talented of the players at Georgia. I'm okay with a transfer there, and he also brought up some race things that whatever. Justin Fields is obviously the more talented quarterback, got mistreated at Georgia. But in some cases, it helps to sit a couple years. Just these kids don't see it that way. They feel like they need to play day one. Jimbo missed on Ronnie Harrison. It looks like Norvell's going to miss on Terry. Speaking of Terry Arnold, got his 5-star, got his 5th star on the 247 update. And yeah, we're not getting Terry Arnold. You can cancel Christmas. Don't dream about it. Don't think about it. Terry Arnold, and I'm going to break it right here. It's not really breaking. It's my opinion. Don't expect Destin Hill. Expect him to be a Gator. Hill or Payson, they're the same guy. FSU ain't getting them. What you're going to see in this class is you're going to see FSU make up ground on some 3 stars, sign a few 3 stars. Only thing you hope is that Norvell is extremely good at scouting and that the 3 stars can eventually become something. But I don't expect Destin Hill in this class. I don't expect Terrion Arnold. I know Terrion Arnold ain't coming. Maybe he'll surprise me. Arnold ain't coming. To be honest, I think we have something in Jordan Travis. I like Jordan Travis, man. I like him. Thanks for you currently military service and making these videos. I don't know how you physically and mentally find time to make these videos. I'm in a little cushy job right now, so I got time on my hands. Plus, I love to do it. So even like today. So today I woke up at 3 a.m. Had to be out there. They had a best squad competition. I had to be a grader out there and grade the lanes. Been up since 3 a.m. I'm actually kind of tired, but I love doing this. So, hey, it's all fun to me. That's why I do it. We need to get stronger, JT. I'm more worried about upgrading. Ole Miss at best gets to play in the Cotton Bowl. That's what I'm saying. Great high school team right now. Yeah, Bartow Yellow Jackets are playing really good right now. They are. I think they just lost last Friday, but they were undefeated before then. Bartow's playing good. There's some good football going on in Polk County, period. The Lake Gibson Braves, my alum, class of 07, is playing good ball. Lakeland Dreadnoughts are always good. Bartow's doing the thing right now. Oh, Polk, get him on. Yeah, Freddie Stevenson said he's coming, so I'm excited to get him on here. He gave me his word he want to do it, so we're going to do it. Yes, sir. Greetings, bro. What's up, Raymond? I feel we should have hired Brett Venables. Someone tell me I'm wrong. We could have. Brett Venables ain't leaving Clemson. Clemson paying him too much money. We need some homegrown Florida boys. Just got hit to your channel this season. Would like to hear your journey to no fandom one day. We can go through that. I've been no fan, man, since I was the first time I remember watching the Seminoles. I didn't even know what I was watching. My mom dated a guy. He was actually watching the Florida State game. I can't tell you the year off the bat, but I had to be no older than 8 or 9. and he's watching the Florida State game. At that point, I played football at in the yard, sandlot football for fun. Didn't know anything about watching the game. Um, and the football's on the TV, and I'm really not paying attention to it. And then I hear that war chant. And that war chant to me was that at that point, that war chant had been the coolest thing I had ever heard. I was like, what is that? And I'm watching these guys on TV do this. Man, what year was that? If I was 8 or 9, that had to be. What year was that? 90 something. Okay, how old was I in this? Hold on, let me do some quick math, guys, so I can accurately tell my story. I want to make sure I'm accurately telling the story. It's 2020, right? 2020. Let's say it probably was like 95 or 96. I think it was 95, somewhere around there, man. But yeah, the war chant. The war chant is what got me sold in Florida State, and that was the squad I was with ever since. That was the squad I was with ever since. And then when I watched that guy behind me on the wall, I knew I chose the right team. Oh, chat skipped on me. Will we be able to ask Fred questions live? I can ask him. I told him I wouldn't keep him long. He agreed to do about 15, 20-minute interview. He said he'd be a little busy. So I told him I wouldn't keep him long. I just want to get him on here, get his thoughts, and then he can wish him a nice evening and let him go on about his day. If he's willing to take questions, we can definitely do that, Fact Jennings was jacked up the way he did it. Yeah, man. What's up, Richard? Good to see you. What's your thoughts on Will Musch? I think if we could get him, I would be all for a Will Muschamp. I don't know if we can do it though. I don't know if they're gonna fire him. Draft starts in 30 minutes, by the way. As we see these two Florida State boys gonna get drafted tonight. Competition at all positions. They definitely need that. Polk, what's going on? What up, CJ? I'm okay with these 5-star sitting if the guy in the front of them is getting drafted first round. UGAF Fields cost them some ships. Absolutely. Y'all make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, CJ. Tell him what's up. Fields was perfect. Ohio State. I don't think we would have saw his full potential at Georgia. Well, obviously Georgia they mishandled the quarterback situation, Sniper. But at the end of the day, Fields should have been the starting quarterback at Georgia, period, point blank. Do you think it's coincidental that Norveza has recruited a black quarterback? Derek, I don't put no stock into that. I mean, he's only been here, hasn't even been here a year yet. And in his first class, he signed 2. Unless you want to make this a Jeff Sims thing, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Hard for me to say that. I'm not gonna count his Memphis days against him for that because you probably weren't gonna get the talent. Let's see if a talented Florida kid comes along. I mean, some people think Jeff Sims was the guy. I think Jeff Sims was an okay prospect. I don't think he was as great as people were trying to make him out to be. I think you see that now. We'll see, man. I think I don't want to stick something on a guy in that's not justified yet. Them fuelers didn't want to smoke with us, 88 Mike. I was at Fort Hood, Joe. Them 88 Mikes and us fuelers, man, we work together anyway. 88 Mikes ain't nothing but glorified fuelers, and we ain't nothing but glorified truck drivers. So, come on, Joe. You know better than that. Joseph Hardaway, what's going on? My nephew played for Bartow, number 15. That's what's up. Again, shout out to Bartow. The nose will be. Are there any good QPs? There's a couple. We talked about that yesterday, but we can definitely look at that again. There are some solid quarterbacks in that transfer portal. We can get talent in Polk County all day. If we had someone, I mean, Odell recruits it, but They need to recruit Polk County better, in my opinion. We need to get some of these. I mean, Lake Gibson's got Lake Gibson's got a 5-star who just committed to Florida. I mean, they've got some talent in Polk County across the board, but they look all to be going to Florida right now. They look to all be going to Florida. My first time like Florida State when I was 7. Nose QB's good, just young, liking. I mean, yep. I hate work. You would hate work because you know what he did to y'all. But he did it to everybody in college football, Richard. So don't feel bad. They did fire him, Polk. Who? Who are we talking about? Talking about Muschamp? Muschamp? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Sniper? I'm hoping my Celtics get fat. I think that would be a good fit for Vassell. I think the Celtics would be a good fit because he's not going to be asked to do much, and they already got 2 great wings in Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So he's going to come off and just be a 3-and-D guy, and I think that's a good fit for Vassell. I don't think it's that good of a fit for my Knicks because they're going to need we need guys that's going to make instant impact on the Knicks, and I don't know if Vassell is that, if I'm just being honest. Hoping my son. Oh, what up, Chad in the building? 31. All right, yeah, that was the choke it dope. Right. I can't jump the hill. I can't Richard. I can't jump the gun on that. I can't jump the gun on that. And I won't do that to Mike Norvell. He hasn't earned that. You gotta earn that. I think Hampson might come back next year. He loves the game. He definitely needs the game film, Panama. Absolutely. 40 people in the building, guys. Hit the like. We covering the draft tonight. We talking the Altmyer situation. I'm gonna probably look at these new 247 recruiting rankings. We're gonna do all of that tonight. A little good show tonight, man. So hit the like button. And if you didn't miss if you missed the announcement, I got Freddie Stevenson coming on the show. Not tonight, but I talked to Freddie Stevenson, reached out to him. He was gracious enough to reach back out to me. We talked about it. I'm gonna have Freddie Stevenson over here on 863 Seminole TV. Another Polk County native from Bartow, he's former national champion, isn't he? Yeah, former national champ, former fullback, Freddie Stevenson. I'm gonna get him on here. Hey, Polk, Levitt got FAU defense looking better than Fuller defense, and it's Levis. First of all, we know it. Levitt was more of a proven coach than Adam Fuller ever was. And that was my thing with Taggart, Ray. Why not just if you were Taggart? Why didn't you? I don't know the details of Harlan Barnett's contract, so I don't know how much they would have owed him had they fired him. But at the end of the day, why not just fire Harlan Barnett and hire Jim Levitt instead of making Harlan Barnett force the defense down Harlan Barnett's throat that just didn't work? You know what I mean? So just because a guy don't fit my system, it's because he's black. That's why I'm not doing it, Sniper. I don't know. He asked the question. I answered the question. I answered everybody's question, but I'm not for it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Best job in the Army's 88 November. Best kept secret. Because y'all don't do nothing. I worked with some 88 Novembers downrange when I was in Iraq. They don't do y'all just are like in charge of movement or something like that, right? It's something like that. Y'all don't do no work. That's why. That's why. I wish, but I think Ham is out of here next year, Jack. It depends on what they give him as a draft grade. I think Ham will try to put some tape on these last few games. But I'll say this. After this Clemson game, I'm not sure you can guarantee the last 3 games if you're Hampson Nasruddin. I mean, you look at Miami just had to reschedule their last 3 games. Instead of COVID getting better, it seems to have been getting worse. If I'm Ham, I might stick it out another year. I agree, Polk. Arbondale has some pretty good talent. Arbondale, Haines City, Lake Wales. When I was in school, Lake Wales was always the basketball team. Lake Wales always had the good basketball team. And Lake Gibson and Lakeland were the top football teams. But all the Polk County area, man. All the Polk Polk, any feeling on the FSU donors and them keeping their wallets closed? They ain't making no money now because of the lack of the people in the stands. That's the only good thing about Florida. Florida don't care how many people get COVID. They not shutting down. Florida says, I don't give a damn. And if you want to, fill your stadium up. The governor don't give a damn. So I don't know if I'm not gonna say it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You guys can feel how you want to feel about it. But Florida ain't shutting down. Just wondering why I haven't seen Norvell recruit a black coach. Again, he just got to Florida State. I mean, damn. What y'all want him to do? And if you want to talk about his Memphis days, look, I didn't follow the man at Memphis. I don't know who he recruited at Memphis. I don't know, and then quite frankly, don't care if he never signed a black coach, a black quarterback at Memphis. Don't give two damns. I just want the best quarterback at Florida State. I think Chubba Purdy was a better prospect than Jeff Sims. I just do, and I thought Tate Rodemaker was a solid project type of guy who you could potentially develop into something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he signs a guy or not. Don't know. Mac in the building. Why didn't Taggart hire Levitt from the jump? It was something about, now I could be wrong on this. If I remember correctly, something about Oregon. Oregon didn't want to let him go initially or something. There were some issues with Levitt leaving Oregon. Or FSU didn't want to buy out Levitt, and it was something. I don't know the exacts. To me, these past few NBA drafts haven't had any transcendent players in them. That's true, R. Davies. There hasn't really been anybody that, I mean, when was Zion drafted? Zion, I mean, you got Zion and John Morant. I think those two guys are going to be stars for years to come. And they were just last year, weren't they? Yeah, because Zion and RJ Barrett and those guys. I thought last year's draft was fairly solid, especially the top two. We'll see what RJ turns into. My Knicks did get RJ Barrett, who I was happy with. I think, I forgot about Zion. Maybe this year, maybe not so much the transcendent guy. But Zion's going to be the face of the NBA possibly. All right, Derek. Any DC's better than Fuller? Absolutely. Norvell had Antonio Gibson, who's now the running back coach. There you go. See? Thank you, Brother Brooklyn, for shedding some light. Again, I didn't follow him. At Memphis. So I don't know. I'm not finna sit here and pretend. I'm not gonna put that on a guy who don't deserve it. I mean, damn, man, Mike Norvell used to rock the braids back in the day. You got some soul in him, I guess. I don't know. 247 got FSU at 22. Yeah, we dropped one spot with the new updated rankings. Altmyer moved up. None of the 3 stars moved up to a 4-star, which is kind of disheartening because there's a couple guys that I felt should have got a 4-star. One being Malik McClain and Byron Turner. Those are 2 guys that I think are 4-star caliber players. They didn't get that 4-star. Just coordinates movement from, see, like I said, y'all just do movement. Do you think a dual threat and then would fix? Do you think a dual threat the quarterback would fix Norvell is what you're asking? I don't know. I mean, we see what Jordan Travis is doing, so Jeff Sims has not done anything to wow anyone, not knocking your man. That's what I'm saying. And that's honestly, I think that's where I think when people ask these questions about Norvell and a black quarterback, I think it stems from the Jeff Sims thing. I think people really feel some type of way because Norvell looked at Jeff Sims, and for whatever reason, he felt like I got a better guy and another guy. We basically traded 2 quarterbacks for 1. Coaches do it all the time. They come into a situation and they go, this guy doesn't fit what I want to do. They go find them their. One thing about offensive coaches, they will always want to have their quarterback. Remember when Jimbo Fisher took over Florida State's offense as the offensive coordinator? FSU had 2 top recruited quarterbacks on the roster at that time. They had Xavier Lee, former 5-star, and they had Drew Weatherford, who was a 4-star. You know who Jimbo went with? He went with the unknown guy named Christian Ponder. Coaches do that all the time. They go with the guys they want to go with, their guys. I don't know why people are making such a big deal about this Jeff Sims. I think really that's where this stems from. Is because Norvell didn't necessarily want Sims and went with his guys. And now everybody's like, well, does Norvell not like black quarterbacks? I mean, damn, give him time. Brother Brooklyn just said the man had a black quarterback at Memphis. So what are we talking about? And he's got a black quarterback now because Jordan Travis is the best quarterback on the roster. I think Jeff Sims was a great prospect. FSU missed out. I see a lot of potential in Sims. Luka. Yeah, Luka Doncic. Yep. Forgot about Luka. Luka is a beast. Luka is nasty, man. Absolutely, sniper gang. Yeah, I mean, look what Jordan Travis is doing. Obviously, Norvell can coach you around a dual threat quarterback. Let's get the weapons around Jordan Travis right. And then if you get that special dual threat who can not only run, imagine if Jordan Travis just had Cam Newton's arm or something. Poof. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get that special dual threat, I think you could do some special things. Oregon gave Levitt a raise, FSU, and there you go. I knew it was something I knew it had something to do with Oregon not wanting Levitt to go or something like that. That was the issue. If he can get us to look like Memphis when he was in charge of the program, we will be a formidable team in the ACC. Just need a quarterback and a stout D. We need a lot. We need receivers. Still need to build that O-line. Definitely need to fix that defense. Yeah, man. We talked about Altmyer. Altmyer's being rumored to go decommit, possibly to Ole Miss. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe there's a fire. The question is, can Norvell extinguish the fire or not? I'd be okay with Cole Anthony, but not at number 8. Excuse me. The Knicks have 2 first-round picks, number 8 and number 23. If you can get Cole Anthony at 23, heck yeah, you take that. Number 8 is going to be where they're going to piss me off because we're going to take some German kid that no one's ever heard of or some kid from France that no one's ever heard of, and I'm going to be sitting here like, what in the hell did we just do? I guarantee you that's what we're going to do because that's what the Knicks always do to me. That's what they always do to me. We're going to take some German kid I've never heard of. Some kid from France. There you go. Luke might be decommitting. That is the writing on the wall. Let's take a look. Draft starts in about 11 minutes. Here, let's look at some of the updated rankings. How about that? Let's look at the updated rankings. And let's look at some FSU targets. We're not going to look at every player, obviously. There we go. But we're going to look at some FSU targets. Let me pull this up on the screen. All right. And we're going to start at quarterback. These are your pro style guys. As you can see, Altmeyer went up a ranking. Hold on a second. There we go. He's still committed as of right now, but the crystal balls are starting to change. Crystal balls are starting to change. And there was one other guy. I'm trying to see if I can remember this kid's name. I think he's a 4-star. Don't know if he's a pro. Is it this kid? They're saying that if FSU was to lose Altmeyer, they would go after. Might be this kid. I think this is the kid. They're saying that if FSU was to lose Altmeyer, they would go after Colton Guthier. He's a 3-star on the 247. He might be a 4-star on like Rivals or something. Obviously, that's a drop in talent, but he's 6'3", 205. Right now, he's committed to South Carolina, but As you know, with Muschamp out the door, there's a chance that recruitment could open up. So this is a name to look out for if FSU does indeed, because you have to sign a quarterback. You have to sign a quarterback. This is the name to look for. You see right here, Florida State, Kenny Dillingham is recruiting him. He's from Georgia, so there's some potential there. People are saying LaMelo Ball might go number 1. Yeah, that boy ugly. Hopefully he better. I don't think Lonzo is as bad as people think, but Lonzo's obviously not the number 1 overall pick at the time. Let's look at some if there's any dual threats that FSU could be in on. Probably not. If you're Brock Vandergrift, why would you go to Florida? Why would you go to Georgia? They're just gonna mess you up. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody worth talking about here. I mean, okay, here you got one guy. Well, he's going to Ball State. Yeah, I don't try to look for maybe some Florida kids that FSU could be in on, but I don't see any. Yeah, okay. Let's go to running backs. Travion Hargrove seems to still be the FSU target here at running back. They also are interested in Byron Cardwell. I think this one's a long shot, but apparently, as you can see, FSU's warm on him. I just don't know if he comes all the way across the country. But right now, Florida, A&M, California, those are your big competitions there. But Florida State seems to be in the mix. Good luck. Good luck with that. And then there's Hargrove. He's crystal ball to Florida State, but again, we'll see if that sticks. Travion Hargrove out of Louisiana was committed to Louisiana Tech, decommitted. Now he's the good thing about this recruitment, if you look at the teams that are really in high consideration, Penn State, I don't think Penn State's won a game this year. South Carolina just fired their coach. Florida State probably the most stable. It's hard to say this, right? Can't believe I'm saying this. FSU probably the most stable spot right now for Hargrove. So there's a chance we still can land Hargrove. And speaking of a guy who dropped in these rankings, you guys remember Jalen White. Jalen White was a 4th. He dropped 14 rankings. If you don't remember, Jalen White out of Alabama, there was a conversation, but there was a time Jalen White was actually ranked higher than Hargrove. And there was a conversation, who would Florida State rather have, White or Hargrove? White dropped from a 4-star all the way to a 3-star. And now he's 466 nationally. Man, he took a plunge. Man. Tough for that kid. I don't know what they saw in his tape, but whatever they saw, they were not happy with. Let me hit these comments. I'm pretty sure you guys have been commenting while I've been over here just rambling on. 42 people in the chat. Hit the like button. I'm interested to see if Norvell and company can pull the transfer. The portal is going to be the big get. I honestly don't expect too many big fish in this recruiting class. It's going to be the portal where they can kill it. It's going to be the portal where they can kill it and potentially in 1 year maybe flip the roster. Killian Hayes is from Lakeland. Schultz for the update. We need coaches that can recruit. Absolutely, man. I think Rodemaker doesn't necessarily fit what he's trying to run. Need somebody like a Quentin Flowers to sit. I think Panama, now I will say this. If you go watch Memphis, he didn't have a mobile quarterback at all. I think Rodemaker can run these offense. I just think more Rodemaker needs time to develop. I think right now the mobile quarterback is so successful because the offensive line is still growing and developing. So the mobile quarterback is able to take pressure off of the offensive line. I think Norvell's system can do fairly well. I mean, we've seen it with the stationary pocket passer. I think this isn't one of those systems that I think needs a mobile guy. It's always a good extra weapon to have, but I wouldn't say it needs it. Peter Shields, what's up? We need a QB like Peter Tom Willis. Is Rod Orr still solid with us? He's still committed. I haven't heard anything that says he is looking elsewhere or Matter of fact, the last interview I heard from Rod Orr was he believes in the process here. So, yeah, hopefully we can't lose him too, man. Man, but Rod Orr is still solid from what I'm hearing. No one goes to South Carolina planning on winning a ship. FSU would be a better pick, hands down. Absolutely. Lonzo Ball was drafted into an unfair situation. There's some truth to that. Hit the like button. Yikes, that's a big drop. Yeah, you saw that drop, man. He had a huge drop. Let's go back to the rankings now. Let's go to receiver. Nothing much changed here on the receiver tip. The question really is going to be, look at all these receivers LSU getting. The question is going to be, man, Destin Hill actually dropped 2 spots in the receiver rank in the overall rankings, which isn't, he's still crystal ball, but I'd tell you guys, I would not put my money, not with Alabama and Florida and look at Oklahoma. I just be shocked. I'd be shocked if they pulled him. From what he's seen from this offense, I'd be shocked if they pulled him. But let's keep our fingers crossed for that. And then after him, I think Malik McClain is our next highest receiver. Let's see that he move anywhere in these rankings. There he is. He actually dropped the spot in the rankings, which I've watched it. If you haven't watched Malik McClain, this kid is legit 6'5" and runs like the wind. I don't know. The composite has him as if you don't, the composite is they take all the recruiting services and kind of like average it out. They give you the composite, which is why I use 247 composite. 247 alone, though, they have him as a 4-star, grading out at a 90. I agree with that one. I agree with 247s. If you haven't watched Malik McClain, go watch him. I'm happy we're getting that one. And then after him, let's find Joshua Burrell, see if he made any moves in the rankings. JJ Henry, this is a kid. They've got him crystal ball to Baylor, but this is a kid that we can talk about him as a target. FSU's been really rumored to be going hard on JJ Henry. You see his height and his size. He's your kind of built like a Naquan Murray or something like that. More of your slot, shifty, fast kid. They got him crystal ball to Baylor, but that is a recruitment to kind of look out for as well. JJ Henry. And let's go back and try to find Burrell. The draft should be starting real soon, and we get to see where these Noles will end up playing their NBA careers. Joshua Burrell right here. He dropped the spot as well. They just doing FSU players all kind of dirty. This is another kid who I like his game. He's big. He's strong. He's got very strong hands. He's physical. Burrell's another kid I think they're kind of doing dirty. Now, he doesn't have that blazing speed, but he's a big, strong receiver. I mean, 6'2", 212. I mean, out of high school, look at that's a big receiver. That's a lot of talent to work with, in my opinion. I think that kid's only going to continue to get better. So that's FSU's recruiting situation. Let's hit up. Well, why not? Let's do tight ends. We already know we got a couple tight end commits. And let's see. Trying to find Jackson West. There he is. We were recruiting River Helms. He chose Georgia Tech. You got Jackson West, and you also have the Colby kid, who's a JUCO kid. So you're bringing in 2 tight ends in this class. I like Jackson West's tape. But other than that, not much to talk here on the tight end position. Offensive tackle. We know we got Rod Orr. I don't know if they're targeting anyone else. Let's take a look. I think they are targeting, what's his name? Raekwon Buckley, I think, announces very soon, but he's expected to be a Nebraska lean. Right there, you see Big Rod or 6'7", 296. He's got all the measurables. Got a nice frame on him. Probably the most upside of any of the offensive linemen FSU has recruited thus far. However, I would argue right now at this point, and I don't see. We'll find Raekwon Butley later. I would argue, however, at this point, FSU's best offensive line recruit or commit, or prospect, is actually. Let's see if he moved up in the rankings. He actually moved down a spot. Funny how all the Florida State players moved down. Ain't that crazy? But this kid right here, I believe, is very damn good right now and has a potential to be really special. Chemo, this kid, his tape is nasty. Go watch Chemo. I think he's FSU best offensive line commit. I think Rod Orr might have the higher ceiling, and I won't even say that by much, just because of his length and his frame. But Chemo is the guy I like, and then we'll look at FSU's final offensive line commit so far. Hold on, the phone zipping. Brian Estes. I bet you he probably dropped the spot. Oh, what do you know? He dropped the spot. Estes has some pretty good tape as well. I think the knock on Estes is the competition. He goes to Eagles Landing Christian. I think the competition is the knock on him, but his tape is solid. Now, before we go on this defense, let's check these comments, baby. Can we do without a running back for 2 classes? We signed. We were good enough that we were able to sign the Damian Webb, Toll Feely, and Ja'Kai Douglas last year. Honestly, FSU doesn't really need to take a back this year because every back is young. I would argue FSU doesn't need, it's not a necessity to take a back this year. For 2 classes in a row, though, no. I think you can miss out on a running back this year and be fine, but you have to take a couple the following year. Antonio Gibson wasn't a QB at Memphis. He was recruited as a wide receiver, and that's the position he played. Okay. So Rose's correcting that. Again, I didn't watch Memphis, so I don't know if he played running back or quarterback. Brady White was a straight up pocket passer for Memphis. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. When we talked about can Rodemaker run, I think Rodemaker can run it. Nope, draft started. Hold on, let me turn it up a little bit. How solid is Thad Franklin with Miami? Wasn't FSU after him? Thad Franklin, a running back. I haven't heard anything. I don't really follow what Miami's got going on over there, and I haven't heard him really link to Florida State at all. I believe North has the potential of being a good coach, but I don't think he has Brandon, I don't. He ain't gonna be able to recruit the blue chips if he ain't winning. That's for damn sure. Ashley Gorey, how are you doing? She's new here. Good to see you. And I don't know what the hell Ashley talking about. So Ashley talking about some bullshit. So we're gonna block Ashley. I think that's like a bot or something. If you're on the floor for 34 minutes, I will buy you the newest car. Okay, bye Ashley. See you later. Malik McClain is the guy. Yeah, with his height and speed, man, that's a guy you guys got to go watch if you haven't watched him. Phil the Kane, Hurricane, T2Y in the building, Jay Play in the building. Do you think, and I don't know what Brian Love talking about, but what's up? Do you think McCleat? I don't know. I don't know what you're going there. So come back with that question, Brian, and we'll answer it. But the Minnesota Timberwolves are on the clock. I think they're gonna take the boy from Georgia. That's what I think. I think they're gonna take the boy from Georgia. Is it Anthony Edwards, right? I think that's who they're gonna take. Yeah, right there, Anthony Edwards, and then Wiseman. Now, if they pass on Edwards, Golden State's gonna, because if you haven't heard, they just did breaking news. Klay Thompson might be out again with another messed up knee, hurt his knee or hurt his leg injury. They're just calling it a leg injury. So Anthony Edwards would be the pick if you're Golden State. If Clay's out again, even though I think Wiseman will help Golden State out a ton too. I mean, Wiseman, he's a skilled big man. Do you think McClain makes an impact day one? I think he has the size to. The question is, well, a lot of these prospects, it's always about your knowledge of the game. Unless you're an elite athlete. I like McClain. I think he's a big kid that's fast. I don't know if he's an elite athlete, so I don't know. So let's go back to recruiting and let's jump on defense. Let's jump on this defense at wide side defensive end. Let's see. I think most of all of FSU's defensive ends are strong side D ends. So no prospects here. Let's go to strong side. I know we got like 3 on the strong side. We got Chambry, Turner, and Joshua Farmer, right? Let's check it out. There's Chambry Jackson. They have him listed so small. Chambry Jackson is not 6'2", 230. I don't know why they don't update his height and weight. Chambry Jackson is more like if you look at his rivals page. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find that. He's like 6'4", 250 or something like that. It's 247. I'm usually rocking with. They need to update that. They need to update that man's. Let's go strong side defensive ends. Yeah, 6'4", 255. Close the door. That's what Rivals got him listed as. I don't know what's up with that. So Chambry's our top guy there, 4-star. Then you go down. Byron Turner, who didn't move. Listen, did Chambry move up or down? Of course, he moved down. Like every other Florida State recruit, he moved down. Byron Turner didn't move out of Louisiana. I thought he was a guy who probably should move up for that 4th star. And then you have Joshua Farmer, who moved down 9 spots. They just doing Florida State players all kind of dirty. And that's your strong side defensive end. Defensive tackles, I'll tell you off the bat, we don't have one. But apparently we're in the thick of things for Taiwan Malone. They got him crystal ball to Ole Miss. Wouldn't that be crazy if they landed Altmyer and Malone? I tell you, man, Odell loses this one out. I don't know. But quite frankly, I don't see it happening anyway. I don't see Florida State really grabbing the big time prospects. And I don't even think they have a defensive tackle on the board right now that they could realistically go to. Maybe freaking this guy, Tim Williams out of Clearwater. Like maybe that's a guy, but we got to fix that. We should be recruiting better defensive tackles right now. We really should. Let's go to linebacker. FSU, of course, we lost a linebacker. Now there are some guys. Andrew Jones, who was committed to Memphis, opened his recruitment. They're not sure who's really going to go in for him. This was a dude who when you watch his highlight tape, uh, he was really good. They dropped him 5 spots. I don't know. Maybe his senior year isn't going as good as people thought. Um, but FSU has also offered some other dudes, and I want to see if some of these kids are even listed uh, on here. Some sort of sleeper prospects at that linebacker position. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but if I see them, I'll know who they are. And the Timberwolves took Anthony Edwards, so that's not a shock there. Not a shock there at all. Let's go to outside linebacker. Let's go to outside backer. Let's see if I can find who I'm looking for. Why? How does this happen? How does this happen? Nebraska. Yeah, the last Miami player that went to Nebraska transferred as soon as he got there. I don't know why these Miami kids want to go to Nebraska. I don't get it. I don't get it. Seeing that stuff pisses me off. Pisses me off. And I don't see the guys I'm looking for, which is basically telling you that these linebackers that FSU offered, they aren't even ranked. There's the one lone linebacker we got, Jordan Eubanks. Woohoo. There's some sleeper prospects that I expect to be ranked later on. Some decent, they got decent size or whatever, but that's what we settling. That's what we're settling for right now, guys. Sorry to say. Then you got the corners. I think FSU's got a solid duo at corner right now in Hunter Washington and Omarion Cooper. Now, Omarion Cooper's been linked to Michigan kind of recently. There's a lot of people that think Michigan's in the mix here. He's been a little silent. Hunter Washington has claimed that he's staying firm, but I think FSU's got a good 1-2 combination there. And then you add a guy in Kevin Knowles, solid kid at a Hollywood, South Florida guy. He dropped 2 spots. Let's see what those 2 4 stars. Let's see. Those 2 4 stars didn't really move in the ranking, so there you go. They could get a solid cornerback duo there, and then we'll hit the safety position up, and Terran Arnold moved up 2 spots to top 5. But again, don't expect FSU to do anything there. So, it is what it is. Sorry to say. What I think FSU needs to do, they need to get back at Dink Jackson and try to get back into recruiting that kid. Don't know if that's even possible at this point, though. FSU, they dropped the ball on that. There were so many talented safeties. I mean, if you had 2 from Tallahassee alone, and Terrion Arter and Amari Harvey, then you had a Corey Collier. Dad went to Florida. They dropped the ball. I can't even defend it. There's no way around it. FSU dropped the ball at safety, period, point blank. There was too many talented kids linked to FSU for them to not get one of them. Just facts. Just facts, man. And that's it, man. That is it. Let me get back to the chat. 35 people in here still standing strong with me. Golden State is on the clock. I definitely think it's going to be Wiseman. Chemo going to guard or center. I think Chemo could play tackle. He's 6'4" now. A lot of people think Chemo's still growing. I would not be surprised Chemo. I would not be surprised if Chemo played tackle. Would not be surprised. But he's going to be more. If not a tackle, he'll be a guard. One tribe, he'll be a guard. Edwards told reporters that he isn't really into the game. Yeah, that was a red flag, Rose. I saw that. He basically like I love the game, but it's not doesn't mean the most to me. I agree that's a red flag. That's definitely a red flag. Yeah, it's not something you're supposed to say before the draft. Van Cal is a Gator fan. I still root for Florida teams till they play each other. It's going to take FSU to get competitive fastest. QB or defense? QB. Give me QB. I mean, it's one thing to not be able to stop people. I mean, we've seen some bad defenses this year. I mean, Florida doesn't have a great defense, but they can outscore guys. Give me a quarterback. I believe he has a good chance to be a day one starter. Timberwolves got Edwards. Yep. CB in the building. Remember, I'm not calling you Chocolate Boy Wonder, but CB is in the building. How you doing? Hurricane Kilo, what's going on? Just stopping to do some Hurricane Millie. What's up? All right, let's see who these Golden State Warriors pick. Do they go LaMelo? Obviously, they got Steph Curry. Or do they go? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious they go Wiseman here. I think it's pretty obvious. Michigan have been seeing crazy crystals lately. Who's been crystal balled to Michigan? I would expect them to drop because of Harborough. I mean, he should be on his way out. I would expect Harborough to be on his way out. Golden State about to pick, so we're gonna see that. But yeah, man, we talked about it. We talked about the Luke situation. We went over the new 247 rankings, looked over some FSU prospects. And now we finna watch this draft, man. We finna see who these Knicks pick. Because that's right. I'm a Knicks fan. And any Knicks slander's getting benched tonight. You're getting benched. You're going in timeout. I'm not even playing with you. Even though I hate Florida State and Florida, I root for all Florida teams also. I need Florida State to be competitive again. Most of the defense sucks. I don't see how that is happening. Wiseman, but hell, Klay Thompson done hurt again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rose. With Klay being hurt again, I bet you Golden State's kind of wishing they would have traded up for that Anthony Edwards pick. I don't know I don't know if LaMelo plays well with Steph Curry though, you know? I think Wiseman adds some good stuff to that team. But without Klay, it's not the same team. Maybe they trade back. Yeah, they're talking about them trading back. So that's definitely a possibility that they trade back. Hit the like button, y'all. We watching the NBA draft. Not only are my Knicks going to get a top 10 pick like we do every year, and we always end up messing it up. But again, any Knicks slander tonight and you're getting benched. But two Seminoles about to hit the NBA. FSU players going to the NBA is what we about to see tonight. And here we go, Golden State with the pick. And they picked Wiseman, which that was the smart pick. Wiseman was the smart pick. Bro, don't make me repeat myself. I said I was a Knicks fan. Like, don't I'm gonna stop you right there because you about to make a mistake. You about to mess up. FSU got nothing to lose Saturday. Jim Lee, how you doing? Blitzing the whole game with one corner and linebackers. How do you think James Winston's going to shake out to be the starter in the Saints? I think James Winston's going to have solid success. He's coming into an already built team with a solid foundation. The Buccaneers, man. I root for the Bucs or whatever, but the Buccaneers didn't go all in until they got Tom Brady. Then they made all of these. They finally addressed the offensive line in the draft. all of these free agent decisions. They didn't do none of that for Jameis. None of that. I think he's gonna be going into a good situation with the Saints. I think he'll be all right. I thought they would have got Opie. Who the hell is Opie Toppin? Sound like a porno name. Opie Toppin. Oh, at a date, and I see his name right there. Yeah, FSU Rose chill. Just don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I don't know who you root for in basketball, Tip. Just don't do it. My Seminoles already put me through enough misery because usually I can count on them at least being solid. The Knicks do it to me every year, so I'm kind of numb to it. But I don't need this. I don't need this right now. Jameis was an offensive defensive play of the year, new meaning to 30-30. With that Klay Thompson injury, though, it would not surprise me if they move this pick. Jim Lee's a Lakers fan. Of course you are, Jim Lee. You would be a Lakers fan all of a sudden. Nah, but I feel you. I don't have a favorite NBA team, just players. So then don't come for me. Don't do it. You got to pick a team first before you come for me. As long as he can shoot, he'll be all right. Big guys got to be able to shoot now. Big guys got to be able to shoot now. That's the question, Ardavius. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, Hurricane. Oh, Opie Toppin. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. Opie Toppin. That's all I'm saying. But that's the question. If Wiseman can shoot, he's gonna be okay in the league. Big men got to be able to shoot nowadays. He's athletic enough. We know he's athletic enough. We know he's big enough and long enough. If he can shoot, he'll be all right. And I'm not even talking about the three. If he can just be like Anthony Davis and that have an elite mid-range game, he'll be all right. He'll be solid. The three would just be an extra benefit. I got Devin Vassell at 6. So let's see when this first Florida State player gets picked. Charlotte's picking. Is LaMelo Ball gonna be playing for Michael Jordan? After Lamar Ball said he was better than Michael Jordan? Oh man, let's see. Let's see. I remember when LeVar said he could be. Oh, that's what I just said, Rose. I just said that when Lamar said he could beat Jordan 1-on-1. Let's see how this gonna work. And they picked him. Jordan picked him. Mike picked him. That's dope, though. I hope that pans out. I would love to see Mike. I would love to see Mike get some success over there in Charlotte. And LeVar ain't gonna say nothing to Mike. Not now. He ain't gonna say nothing to Mike now. Thank you, John. Thank you. Going to the Hornets might be the worst thing for Melo. Such a terrible franchise. Hey, I hope it works for him. I really do hope it works for him. Man, it's crazy how I feel like that was just yesterday watching that kid look like that. And now he It's always that one brother, man, that's just trash. Like you had Eli Manning and Peyton, and then nobody remembers Archie Manning because he just was trash. And I got that one ball brother who just was garbage. The ball would kill Jordan 1-on-1. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. Okay, the real pick doesn't get made till the Knicks pick at number 8. Just want to let you guys know. He's the best out of his brothers. I think you're right, R. Davis. I think so too. I think he's probably the best out of the two. I think Alonzo isn't as bad as people maybe think. He's definitely not a good shooter. I think Lonzo could be very solid, but Melo probably has the most complete game as far as shooting, handling. Zoe is the better passer for sure, though. That Zoe's strength is making his teammates around him more effective. But Mike might have finally got him one. I like to watch it's like we watch LaMelo grow. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I remember watching that kids AAU games and thinking, I remember watching one of them and just watching him. One of them, I watched him get D'd up pretty decently. But yeah, we pretty much watched Melo. What? VAR played football too? I guess LeVar played football. No disrespect. Whoever get drafted to the Knicks, careers ruined, worst franchise ever in all sports. All right, James. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you that one, and you're not gonna get any more freebies. Next one, I'm putting you in timeout. We're not taking any Nick slander here tonight. We're just not gonna do it. Okay? Sorry. You get one freebie. But you're absolutely right. The owner's trash. You might poke Jordan will be on his ass. Melo ain't shooting from half court on Jordan's team. I mean, this remained to be seen how Melo's game translates to the NBA. You said you're right. Yeah. I mean, I think this might be one of Jordan's better this might be one of Jordan's better picks though. Let's see what the Bulls do. I could care less about what the Bulls do. Oh, and there you go, baby. We got the first FSU Seminole off the board. Pat Will going number 5, right? FSU player in the top 5. Let's go. Let's go. Patrick Williams, top 5. First FSU player off the board. What the hell? Let's see where Vassell goes next. It's number 4 or 5. Number 4, my bad. But yeah, he went in the top 5. But number 4 overall, man. That's what's up. Pat Will. Loving it. We got robbed out of a national championship this year. But let's go. I'm kind of surprised he went 4. I think he's got the higher upside out of him and Vassell, though. So I'm not surprised that he went before Vassell, but I am surprised that he went 4. Hopefully, OB Toppin goes to Atlanta. We need some excitement in Georgia. Damn, nobody from Duke getting drafted. Cavs going to the they're going to OB Toppin, baby. Top into the Knicks. Come on, baby. I don't think he's gonna fall that far though. Giuseppe, you're right. Duke wasn't that good this past year. Wait, he didn't start at FSU. Yeah. Well, upside. He didn't start, but people are looking at his size, as his athleticism. Upside, upside, upside. I would kind of like the Knicks to get the buddy at I think it's Iowa State. I'd be okay with that. I'd definitely be okay with that. But let's see who the Cavs pick. I'm surprised no, there's been no trades. I know the Knicks were trying to move up Tyrese Halliburton. I'd be cool with the Knicks getting him. I'm with that because we need a point guard. Hopefully he falls to us. We can get Halliburton. I'm good. I'm with that all the way. Have you not been seeing what Coach Ham been doing on the trail, bro? Killing it on the trail. FSU gonna have another top squad this year. We're getting 5 stars galore over here at Tallahassee when it comes to this basketball thing. Yeah, we might just be a basketball school now, I guess. But anyway, shout out to Patrick Williams, baby. Number 4 to the Bulls. Renzo, what's going on? All right, so right now we watching the draft, bro. We watching the draft live. If you don't know, Patrick Williams from Florida State just went in the top 5, number 4 to Chicago. But before this, man, we was basically talking about the Luke Altmyer situation. Of course, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think all the rumors are true. It's up to Norvell to try to extinguish that fire, if at all possible. We'll see. If you made me bet right now, if you said you got to bet money right now, I bet that Luke Altmyer is on his way out of not out of Tallahassee because he's not in Tallahassee yet, but he's going to decommit and stay home. But we'll see if Norvell can fix that. We also went over the new 247 rankings and some of FSU's prospects. But mostly, man, we've been talking about this. We've been on this basketball tip tonight. Let's see who the Cavs pick. Okay. As long as Buddy fall to us, the point guard, I'm cool with that. Halliburton fall to us, I'm with that all the way. Good pick, Cleveland. Good pick. Sniper says, it's funny how the NBA draft works. Only like 5 players are going to get good minutes and be good. A lot less opportunity in the NBA. A lot less opportunity. It's only a 5-man game, 10-man on the game in the game at one time. I mean, hell, and in football, there's more than 10 people on one team on the field at one time. You feel me? So. So hit that like button if you ain't hit it. The viewers dropping a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to stick it out here and we finna watch this basketball draft. I don't care what nobody say. So if you ain't here for the draft, I'm sorry, but that's where we're at right now. We already talked about Florida State football. And I'm going to see who my Knicks pick. And if you come in here with the Knicks slander, you're getting smacked. Even though we deserve it. Hope he fall. If he fall, that's what's up. Atlanta shouldn't take him because Atlanta already got your boy. Damn, I forget his name. Y'all know the point guard Atlanta got. Trae Young. They already got Trae Young. So Atlanta shouldn't need him. Who has the 7th pick? The 7th pick is going to worry me a little bit. 7th pick is Detroit. Yeah, Detroit might take him. Detroit might take him, man. That's what's up. Funny how mostly all of our committed recruits went down. That's what I said, Ardavius. Ain't that crazy? Only one that got a jump was Luke Altmeyer. Oh, and by the way, now he's decommitting. But everybody that we have pretty much fell, with the exception of the 2 4-star corners. They didn't jump or fall. They stayed put. Funny how everybody fell, man. They love some Florida State, don't they? Atlanta needs another power forward. Oh, yeah, so Halliburton should make it past Atlanta. The question is, Detroit pass on them? Maybe Detroit takes OB. Well, Atlanta's probably about to take OB Toppin right now. I don't even know who plays point guard for Detroit. Who plays point guard for Detroit? I don't even know anybody on Detroit's roster now that I think about it. Is Blake Griffin still play for Detroit? Let me look this up. I just want to see who still plays for Detroit. Derrick Rose still plays for Detroit. They still got Blake Griffin. Thon Maker. Yeah, they don't. They got Brandon Knight. I mean, I could see them taking a point guard. Derrick Rose isn't exactly young. Brandon Knight isn't young. Yeah, I can see them taking a point guard. Damn. That boy say Chauncey Billups. I know there ain't no damn Chauncey Billups. But yeah, they got Derrick Rose. Hurry up and announce the pick, man. We almost to these Knicks. One more like till 50 and three more to 600. Tell them again, Sniper. Can we do that tonight? Can we, if you're not subscribed and you in here, subscribe to the channel. YouTube tells me that I think it's about 70% of the people that watch me aren't even subscribed. So, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 600 tonight. Let's get to 600 tonight. Let's get 50 likes tonight. Tell them again, Sniper. Appreciate you, Sniper. I'm gonna start making some of you guys moderators in the chat because y'all be looking out. Y'all represent me and the channel extremely well, and I appreciate the support. But let's get 650. Let's do that. 600 subscribers, 50 likes. I think we can do it. FSU has the number 2 recruiting draft class, early signing day. I believe all 4 recruits have signed. They all have signed the letter of intent, absolutely. Now the coach that may be looking to recruit one more player. Bryce McGowns was the only guy they lost. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Raymond James. What's the Altmyer drama? Well, he's possibly decommitting to Ole Miss. He's from Mississippi. That looks to be the move. That's pretty much the drama. That would be the Knicks' luck. That's Giuseppe. That's what's gonna happen. I know it. I know the Pistons are gonna pick the guy I want us to pick. I know it. And then we're gonna pick some point guard from France. I can see it happening right now. Pope, you and Zoe, big Knicks fans. Good luck on Saturday against Clemson. Oh, I didn't know Zoe was a Knicks fan. That's what's up, though. They pick? Owen. They picked the center from USC. Okay. But about the Clemson game, we're not even talking that. To hell with that. Whatever. Tell them again. I just dropped the top 8 schools. Jalen, you shouldn't even have a top 8, man, until you hit high school, bro. Slow down on your recruitment, big homie. But shout out to Jalen, man, for one day being an NCAA player. Shout out to Jalen. I ain't seen you in a minute, Jalen the King. How you doing, man? Shout out to Jalen. But don't rush that process, Jalen. Seriously. If you getting scholarship offers and these schools really want you, make them earn you, bro. Don't rush that. You're not even in high school yet, bro. You shouldn't even have a top 8. You shouldn't even have a top 8, Jalen. That's just some advice I have. It's free. It's free, baby. And Rose says, I got 52. So we hit the like mark. Let's see if we can get that subscriber mark. Shout out to everybody who hit that like button, man. Again, you guys know I appreciate all the support, man. Plus, we have a good time over here on the channel, man. We be kicking it. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't heard, if you just now joined in, you haven't heard, there is another announcement I got to make. Freddie Stevenson. I reached out to Freddie Stevenson. If you don't know who Freddie Stevenson is, former Florida State fullback, Polk County native, went to Bartow High School, national champion. Reached out to Freddie Stevenson. He's all for coming on 86370 TV. I'm going to interview him, ask him about the state of the program, what he think Florida State need to do. We're going to talk about some of the golden days when he was back at FSU. That is coming to the channel, guys. So stay tuned to that. Freddie Stevenson will be a guest, a very welcomed and appreciated guest over here on 86370 TV. Bro, that's why I don't want a power forward. We need the point guard from Iowa State. The dude can shoot too. We need some. We definitely need some shooters on on the Knicks. All right, John Shields got us 50. Atlanta just got a beast. Devin had to prove himself all his life. Watch him get picked over and ball out wherever he go. I hope he does. I hope Vassell balls out. I really do. I just don't want the Knicks to pick him if I'm being honest with you. Because I not that I don't like him. I just don't think we need him. We got RJ, we got Kevin Knox, we got power forwards and small forwards already on the roster, man. We need a point guard. Knicks need a point guard. That's what it'd be looking like on some of these names, man. But I'm pretty sure he's like from Africa or something. Jalen say, "No, I'm playing, but I got the offers though." So tell us your offers, Jalen. Don't release no top 8, but tell me your offers. What are some legit offers that you have so far? I would love to hear those. I really would. Absolutely, D. Thompson. Major rebuild, just like our Noel. But at least the Knicks. In basketball, you're literally maybe you're one player away. If FSU can find their version of John Morant. I mean, look what he did with Memphis in his rookie year. If FSU can find their version of a guy like that, and I don't know if that guy's in this draft. And I'm saying FSU, I mean New York Knicks. And basketball, man, you're just a player away. Watch Detroit crush my soul right here. Okay. And shout out to Killian Hayes from Lakeland, Florida. Another 8-6. Man, Polk County's put on the map, guys. Went over to France to play overseas, it looks like. But I did hear from Lakeland, Florida. Am I right? I think we're gonna get our point guard, guys. All right, James. That's it. I'm about to bench you. I told you got one freebie. Old Dominion Rice, a bunch of HBCUs. Real talk, Jalen. You need to give those HBCUs a hard, long look. No defense to Old Dominion and Rice, but get them HBCUs a hard, long look. Really take those offers right there serious. Really do. And the better look again, your whole football career is just getting started, bro. Don't worry about it. You'll get the big schools sooner or later. You'll get the big schools. Nick's about to get some topping. Man, we better not. We don't need a power forward. Why the hell would we take him? You got Julius Randle. If the Knicks don't pick a point guard right here, I don't know. That's the guy right there, man. That's who we need. That's who we need right there. That's exactly what we finna do, James. And that damn it, James, I'm putting you in timeout. You thought I was playing. I'm putting you in timeout, James. I'm done with you. Even though you're right, I'm putting you in timeout. Don't take it personal, but you're going in timeout for 5 minutes, and I'll bring you at a timeout if I feel like it. Definitely consider all those schools, but I really would like him to. I really would like D Thompson say, Jalen, take a hard look at those HBCUs, man. There's some good, lot of good things at the HBCU, man. Don't just glance over. We better not go Vassell. We don't need Vassell, man. We don't need Vassell. I'm gonna be happy for Vassell regardless. So we're gonna have 2 Florida State players go in the lottery, guys. And one of the Florida State has said that. But we just don't need Vassell. Again, man, if you're still in here, continue to hit the like button. We reached our goal of 50 on the like button. But again, if you're in here and you're not subscribed, let's get the 600 subscribers tonight. Let's do that. I'm at $5.99. Come on, guys. I'm at $5.99. Give me one more. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, first of all, why are you not subscribed if you're watching me? How hard is it to subscribe to you, boy? Show that love. Let's get to 600 tonight. I keep looking at this ugly ass bump on my face, man. Might need to switch angles so y'all stop looking at it too. We had a damn good show tonight. Hey, you get this content on a regular basis over here, man. Good night, John Shields. Thank you for showing up, bro. Let's get to 600 tonight, guys. Let's do the damn thing and let's get 600 tonight. Jalen says, oh, yeah, of course, my dad played football for fam. That's what's up. See, your dad played football for fam. Mom went to Bethune. There you go. There you go. All right, here we go, guys. I'm either finna be very happy or you guys ever watch those hold on. I knew it. We took Toppin. Now, I'll forgive this if they can get Cole. We have 2 first-round picks, the Knicks do. We have 2 first-round picks. I get Toppin's a good player, guys. I feel you. We need a point guard. This team ain't going – the game – watch the best teams in the league, man. You need – unless you got LeBron James and we don't got no LeBron James. You need a point guard. You need a Trae Young, man. You need a John Morant. You need point guards. I got you. The dude's super athletic. Got it. I got it. If we can get Cole Anthony later in the draft, okay, I'll be cool with that. Then I'll be cool. We need a damn point guard. They do it to me every time. We got a Negro with the name Toppin. Take for that what you will. I'll be damned. When we had a point guard right on the board, who's probably the number 1 player on the board right now, and Halliburton. Watch Halliburton go ball. They do it to me every year. They do it to me every year. They do it to me every year. Y'all James Nelson, I'll bring you back. Well, I don't know. I don't think I can bring you back, James. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can bring James back. Because you know what? Well, James, you're just gonna have to do your 5 minutes, man. But you can come back and give me all the effort, all the damn Knicks slander you want. Because I'm not mad. I don't think the guy's a bad player, but man, if you watch the Knicks, you know what we need, bro. We needed a damn point guard. We don't even have a decent point guard on the roster. But shout out to that brother for being happy, getting the Knicks. I see the emotion in his eyes. That's what's up, man. Shout out to OB Toppin. Even if I don't look excited. Rose laughing at me. Knicks effed up. You're right. Should have got the Iowa State guy. But that's taking a risk. It's not taking a risk. The Knicks need it. Knicks need a point guard. Jalen said he's in the midst of position change to QB, safety, wide receiver. What do y'all think? You are a running back, right? What's making you want to change position? Is that something you want to do, or somebody trying to force you to do that, Jalen? James is back. Go ahead, James. Give it to me. We did it again. I just think we should have took the point guard. He's the number one player on Jay Billis's board. Probably the number one player on a lot of people's board remaining. Um, I know he can shoot. Knicks don't have any shooters. But I guess, Topping adds some athleticism. I got it. But we have power forwards, man. Raymond, it's tough, bro. And Giuseppe's a Knicks fan. What do you think, bro? Since you the other Knicks fan in here, Giuseppe, I appreciate. At least I got another Knicks fan. Who did you want? Who did you want, Giuseppe? Because I wanted the point guard. I wanted Halliburton. That's who I wanted. Hold on, the Knicks might be trading this. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought Woj was about to announce a trade. I bet you Stephen A goes off. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what Stephen A say. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but when he starts talking Knicks, I be with him. Because I be feeling the same way. My coach wondering if I want to, and I'm a running back. Yeah, I know you're a running back. So the question is, do you want to? Do you want to change positions? You're young, so position change isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you're athletic enough to play different positions, bro, I say do it. Keep it coming, James. Keep it coming. I kind of agree with Rose. Like if you're a running back, you should stick with it. I'll say this though. As a running back, I don't think it would hurt you to play quarterback. Wide receiver, and I would scratch that off the list. It won't hurt you to play quarterback, and it's not going to hurt you to play defense. Most kids play both ways anyway. Until you really get to that varsity level of football, and even some of the elite athletes play both ways. Um, I think quarterback would be a good thing for you to play in the right system, though. If you're a running back, you shouldn't. They should be using you to run the ball. Not saying you need to fit a stereotype, but more so like a Cam Akers. Remember, he was a high school quarterback. That's kind of what I'm getting at, Jalen. But yeah, ultimately, I agree with Rose. Like, play the position you want to play. Don't let somebody put you somewhere. That's crazy, man. Halliburton is falling. This kid don't even look like a basketball player. That's somebody who I would have expected for the Knicks to pick. Some guy from Israel who don't even look like a basketball player. I wonder how Spike Lee is feeling. I don't know. Watching Halliburton turn into a bucket. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think Halliburton going shooting is premium in this league. And I know he can shoot. Bruh, thank you. I think Obi can be solid too. When's the last time New York's had a point guard? Mark Jackson? Charlie Ward? Exactly, bro. Our point guards, we got Frank Ntilikina at point guard, and who else we got at point guard right now? No damn body. And I think we still got Dennis Smith Jr. Two point guards that can't shoot. Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. That's our point guards. And we got Elfrid Payton, who can't shoot. Oh hell! Now James talking bullshit. About to put James in timeout again. This dude said they need. Oh man, James on the BS. James, I tried to let you have some leeway. I see you just came on here to troll me tonight. We was good with the Nick slander because I can understand the Nick slander. You just said some bullshiznit right there, brother. I see you just want to troll. It's all good. Maybe we can get Halliburton later on in the first. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna fall that far. He's falling now, which is interesting. And the Suns might not take him. The Suns just picked up Chris Paul, even though I think you could take Halliburton. Chris Paul's older. You take Halliburton, have Chris Paul groom him. Um, he's not going to fall to where the Knicks can take him later on. That'd be a shocker. That's not going to happen. Yeah, Elfrid Payton, Frank Ntilikina, and Dennis Smith Jr. Those are our point guards. 3 guys who can't shoot. You just trolling. You just trolling. Don't worry, I'm about to put him back on the bench if you keep it up. One thing we pride ourselves over here, James, is intelligent football. That's a terrible football take. But again, I know you just trolling. So, and the reason I know you trolling is when you brought Willie Taggart into it. That's how I know. That's how I know you're trolling. He said Willie Taggart. He also says we need to fire Norvell and hire Lovie Smith, the same Lovie Smith at Illinois, who I don't think Illinois has won a game this year. The Knicks gonna nick, bro. The Knicks are gonna nick. Phoenix might take Vassell. We might see Vassell go right here, guys. We might see Vassell go right here. Man, my kid just told you to shut up, James. That should make you feel some type of way. Who do y'all, everybody talking about me? I know who Giuseppe rock with. Brandon B. Who's your basketball squad? Jalen, who's your squad, young man? Tyler Powell. Who's your basketball squad? I think, Tyler, were you the one that said you were a Magic fan? If I forgot, my bad. But who's your basketball squad? Everybody that's left in the chat with me, who's your basketball squad? Y'all ain't finna be making fun of me all night. Some of y'all probably like the damn Sacramento Kings or something. But you want to talk about my Knicks. Atkins have those guys looking the best they've ever looked in years. We know. We know, Brandon. Again, man, you just got to ignore them trolls, bro. We still stuck on 599 subscribers, too. So, again, get me over the hump. Let's get that 600 done. If you're watching this right now, this commercial, I've never been so excited to see 250-year-olds fight before than I've ever seen. I am so ready to watch Tyson versus Roy Jones, and I know it's not going to be no Chris Well boxing match or anything crazy like that. It's mostly just going to be a nostalgia and just the thrill of seeing those two in the ring at the same time. But it is a real boxing match. It is a sanctioned match. They're only going 2-minute rounds, though, but it is a sanctioned match. I'm excited to see Tyson and damn Roy Jones in the ring, bro. I think Tyson going to knock him out, though. But I'm excited to see that. Denver Nuggets. Okay, Denver's solid. The Heat. Okay. The Celtics. Phoenix has Devin Booker, though. They do have Devin Booker. Of course, it makes sense that Jalen would be a LeBron fan, so I get that. And then Sniper talking about James. Yeah, he trolling. saying crazy stuff. So everybody want to pick good teams, and I'm the only one that root for a sorry team. I see y'all, a bunch of bandwagon fans. Pensacola. Pensacola boy, Roy Jones Jr. In his prime, he's the best thing I've ever saw with my two eyes. Wow. Okay. Tyson gonna kill him. That's what I think, Ardavius. Sniper said he a Rockets fan. What y'all think? I heard y'all trying to ship out James Harden, man. They talk about James Harden getting traded. I think Tyson gonna kill him too, though. I think Tyson gonna kill him. I think Tyson's an animal in that ring. Tyson has changed so much over the years. If you actually like watch his podcast and stuff now, he's very laid back, chill dude. But I think he getting back in that competition. It's gonna flip that switch. I think Tyson gonna be a monster. As far as 50-year-olds go, to put it in perspective. I'm not saying Tyson could go out there and beat any of these heavyweights in their prime, but 250-year-olds in the ring, I think Tyson, I put my money on Mike Tyson. I was Orlando, Lakers, and Rockets because of Dwight. So you're a Dwight Howard fan, so you just... Okay, I feel you. Florida has had some boxing greats recent times. Roy, Tarver, Winky, Lacey. Jeff Lacey, I won't say he was a great. Jeff Lacey was a little bit of a hype job, and he got exposed. I think it was Calzaghe that exposed Lacey. Keith Thurman was my man until he won them belts, got complacent, started talking about injuries. I was a big Keith Thurman guy, and he fell off. Winky Wright was a beast, one of the most underrated guys. And, of course, Tarver and Roy. POLK, I don't have an NBA squad any longer. I was a Showtime Laker fan and still say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest NBA player. Hey, I'm with you, Raymond. To me, that's really the only debate for Mike, and that's Kareem, because Kareem dominated every single level of basketball he ever played. I'm talking about they changed rules for the man, and they outlawed the dunk for the man. I mean, the man dominated high school, dominated college, and dominated the NBA. Absolutely. If there's one person you would say is the greatest basketball of all time, and it's not Michael Jordan, to me, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor. Absolutely. I think so, man. I think Tyson about to get him out of there. Don't have a team. I'm a James fan, so now I'm a Lakers fan. Damn, Chris Hughes. Damn, bro. The Chargers can never finish a game with a win. Roy Jones might catch Tyson with a solid shot. It'd be interesting to see how Mike takes a shot. It will be interesting to see. I mean, Roy still got the hand speed. I just don't think. Here's the thing. What I think is more likely, it's more likely that Tyson can take a shot from Roy than Roy can take a shot from Tyson. That's where I'm at with it. I think if Roy hits Tyson, if Roy's going to knock out Tyson, I think Roy's going to have to hit him with some combinations, more than one shot. I think Tyson can end the fight with one punch. That's why I got Tyson in this. And Roy Jones don't have the same reflexes he had in his prime where he could just not get hit. So that's why I don't think Roy's going to last. Bro, I love boxing, Giuseppe. I mean, we're a Florida State channel first and foremost. I would love to do the boxing thing, though. And I talk it, casually on here every now and then. I don't want to turn too many people off. But at the end of the day, man, you guys dictate what I do on here anyway. The only reason I'm live tonight is because people were asking me yesterday when I did my little short 1 hour stream. People were like, are you going to go live again? I was like, well, hell, if y'all want me to go live tomorrow, I'll go live tomorrow. I forget who it was, but Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream during the game, only because it's a noon game. It's my daughter's birthday. So I want to knock everything out early, so I don't have to cover the massacre that is to happen later on in the night. So I can get everything out the way early and get on and have a better Saturday than watching Florida State get demolished. But still, it was somebody brought it up, and I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'll do my first ever live during the Clemson game. At the end of the day, you guys tell me what you guys like to see, and I can make it happen. If people want to see more boxing, talk more boxing, bro, we can definitely do that. It's Seminole TV, but I like all sports. I mean, you see me doing the draft tonight. You think no? From what I hear, bro, they're not wearing protective. This went from an exhibition to a sanctioned fight. They're not wearing protective headgear now. So when this fight was initially made, it was supposed to be an exhibition for like charity, and I think it still is for charity. Like the pay-per-view buys are still for charity because the guys don't need the money. But the fight is actually sanctioned now. There's like a belt on the line. They're calling it the Legends League. This is like a start of a whole new league where like 50 and plus year old retired boxers, but you had to have been like an all-time great at one point, are going to fight in this league now. I don't think that, to my knowledge, they're not wearing no headgear. They were at the beginning, but now they're not. I was never a Jordan fan. I was a AI. AI was that dude. AI was that dude. I was a T Mac fan myself. But AI was that dude. I just hope nobody gets hurt. Both are old and kind of slow mentally because of how they boxed when they were younger. I feel you. But again, if two 50-year-olds hurting each other, I'm okay with it. I don't want to see either one of them guys in there with a young lion. That's a, you know, murder waiting to happen. I'm okay watching two 50-year-olds get it on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. It was me that asked about the noon game. There you go. Yeah, 1Try5 was like, "Hey, I should do I should do the live." So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Why not? Works out in my favor. Plus, you guys want to see it. All right, Vassell's a spur. All right, Vassell's a spur. Hold on, let's change that. Devin, the next Florida State player off the board. Vassell is a spur, baby. FSU only has one player left who we're probably not going to see tonight, and that's Trent Forrest. I don't expect to see Trent Forrest get drafted in the first round. But Vassell's a Spur, and he fits the Spurs perfectly, in my opinion. That makes all the sense in the world. I think Vassell to the Spurs makes all the sense in the world. I wish I could block FSU football for a week. Sometimes I do too, but you know what? I got to come on here and talk this stuff out. So. On the same, are they? I don't know. I didn't hear that one. I did hear Jake Paul was fighting again. Is it going to be Nate Robinson, though? That's funny. I love boxing as well. Hard to find people that do these days. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. KG was a beast, too. Yeah, I think Vassell to the Spurs is a perfect fit, man. Shout out to FSU, baby. Putting boys in the NBA. Okay, James is back. Let's see what he's about to say. He's about to say some foolishness before I read the comment. Y'all know James is back in the chat. Let's see this bullshit he about to say. In my opinion, Taggart have the potential to be a better head coach than Dabo and Saban. It's fucking stupid. I hope he falls to the Knicks, man. If he falls to the Knicks, then this will be a successful draft. This will be a successful draft. If Cole Anthony falls to the Knicks, this will be a successful draft. With the athlete we got at 8, and if we can get Cole Anthony at 23, I'm with that all the way, bro. I'm with that all the way. We got to get a point guard, period. That boy Kobe. That boy Kobe's. That boy Kobe, man. Halliburton just is falling. Maybe they know something I don't know. Maybe that's why Halliburton ain't been picked yet. Every team's passing on him, which is crazy to me. There we go. There we go. Halliburton finally off the board. He probably compliments De'Aaron Fox pretty well too. Look at that. Look at that pass. You mean tell me the Knicks couldn't have used that? We just need a point guard. I don't need this dude can make plays and can shoot. That's what we need. Look, bucket. Now, he does look like he might lack like the elite NBA athleticism, maybe. I don't know, man. I think the Knicks could have used him. But what do I know? I don't know, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but I'm gonna be on here until we get on the Knicks get our next pick. I might just do the whole first round, but I'm definitely gonna be on here until the Knicks get that 23rd pick. So if y'all sticking it out with me, hey man, I appreciate y'all. We in here chilling tonight. Listening to James Nelson say some of the most ridiculous football things you'd ever hear in your life. Matter of fact, it's so ridiculous, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Not because I agree with it, but it's very funny. I wonder who's gonna get Cole Anthony, bro. That's what, I already read that. My bad. Hold on. Damn, did you see the Magic Johnson pass? I wish I would have saw him play. That pass was nice, bro. Prediction for Spence Garcia. That's why I like you, Giuseppe. You like the Knicks, you like these Knowles, and you like talking boxing. I got Earl. It's gonna be interesting to see how Earl come back from that accident he had. Look, Danny's a good fighter, but if Earl is healthy and on his game, I think Earl's the best welterweight in the world, and that includes Terrence Crawford. I think Earl's gonna get. I think it's gonna be a damn good fight though, but I got Earl Spence. Tony Cash, who the Orlando Magic's got. I don't think the Magic have picked yet. Knicks need to get RJ Hampton. I don't think RJ Hampton will be available at that point. Look, we need to get a guard, playmaking guard who can play point guard. That's what we need. I think RJ Hampton probably not going to be there though. Is the problem? At least I'm not a Magic fan. Hell, the Magic have been better than the Knicks have. So, and there's a point guard from a foreign country that's left-handed. Kid is nice. The Magic went to the playoffs. Stop hating. Clemson for now. That is the smartest thing you said all night, James Nelson. That is true. I said, yeah, I got Spence. Yeah, I got Spence, man. I definitely got Earl. Got some decent fights. You got Earl coming up. You saw the Charlo brothers already. You got AJ versus Pulev, which I think AJ is gonna run through Pulev. I don't even think Pulev's any good. I'm not even that big of an AJ fan, but I think AJ's gonna run through Pulev. Um, Matter of fact, let me see. I can't wait to see Shakur Stevens fight again. I like Shakur Stevens a lot. Devin Haney just fought. Devin's my dude. I'm a big Devin Haney guy. I think Devin Haney's gonna be the next like superstar. The kid's got the marketable looks and everything with Devin Haney. I'm all in on Devin Haney. Let me look at some upcoming fights. I'm trying to remember. I think there's still some more solid fights to close out this year. Upcoming boxing matches. There we go. Let's take a look at the fight schedule. You got Rosado and Danny Jacobs. I think that'd be an easy night for Danny Jacobs personally. Um, of course, Roy Jones. Oh, you got Joe Joyce and Du Bois. That's going to be a fun one to watch. I think Du Bois is going to get Joey Joyce too slow. Du Bois is the younger, I think, more talented fighter. But that'd be a good UK showdown. I got Daniel Du Bois there. Billy Joe Saunders is making his return. I don't care much for a steroid cheater like Billy Joe Saunders. Plus, he's fighting a nobody anyway. You know, Danny and Earl, Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is going to get that one. Shakur Stevens is going to fight December 12th against Toka Khan Clary. Shakur Stevens will make easy work of that. Already talked about Pulev and Joshua. Caleb Plant. That's not true. This one's false. Caleb Plant. Canelo announced his fight with Callum Smith, I believe. Yeah, Callum Smith. Canelo will get Callum Smith out of there fairly easy. Fairly easy. FSU should have kept Blackman as QB. He's going to be a high. Oh my God. I'm glad you're having fun tonight, James. Body shots will stop Garcia from letting them hands go. There you go, Maiden Day. I'm telling you, Earl's gonna do the damn thing. Earl's the best welterweight. Not only is Earl the best welterweight in the game, Earl's got the size. I got some buddies that live in Dallas, and one in particular tells me they see Earl on occasion. Earl probably rocks around like 180, but in shape. Dude fights at 147, and they say he walks around 170, 180. Earl's going to be a middleweight. Watch what I tell you. Earl's going to move up to middleweight. So Earl's going to be the dude, man. Thanks for that, but no, we don't believe you, Lenoris. Steven Dix is the worst linebacker I ever saw. He plays like a true freshman. Absolutely. He damn sure does, James. Plays like a true freshman. Joy Joyce is he's just very slow. I think Du Bois is going to handle Joe Joyce. He's been saying dumb stuff all night. Yeah, Callum Smith. Alvarez is gonna beat that one. That King Von pack. Dream fight for me in the future is Spence versus Canelo. Maiden Day, that's gonna happen. that one's gonna happen. I think that one's gonna happen. Earl's already said that. That's his goal. That's his goal. Earl will be a middleweight before it's all said and done. I guarantee you. Earl walks around too big. I don't think he's struggling to make weight, but Earl, the older he gets, the more it's going to be harder for him to make 147. He's going to be fighting at 160. All I hope is that Bud comes over to the PBC and actually fights. Look, I like Bud. I like Terrence. But Bud got to fight some of these top welterweights. Because the Danny Garcias, the Sean Porters, Earl Spences, Keith Thurmans. Well, Keith Thurman ain't fought these guys. But these guys are all fighting each other. Bud over there fighting who? Amir Khan, Kell Brook, some UK guys. Now, I thought that Kell Brook fight was going to be better than it turned out to be. Obviously, Kell Brook is a shot fighter after getting whooped by Triple G and Earl Spence. Not taking anything away from Bud's performance, because I thought that was going to be a better fight. But Bud's got to start stepping up in the competition, bro. Bud's got to start stepping up in the competition. He's admitted to being over 200 pounds. I'm telling you, they say he walk around like on a normal, but when he's not preparing for a fight, they say Earl walk around 180 easy. I believe it. I believe that too. Me too. Spence was trying to make that fight with him like 2 years ago. Bud is my guy, but Bud held himself back. Bud didn't have to re-sign with Top Rank, and now his contract's gonna end with Top Rank again in like I think 90 days. If he re-signs, that tells you what kind of time Bud is on. He's just trying to make money. But if he want to cement his legacy, and everybody wants to call Bud the pound for pound, like I think he can be. I don't put him as a pound for pound because to me he don't have he has the resume at 140, but at welterweight he ain't fighting the best guys at welterweight. He's just not. Bud got to go over there. He got to fight Sean Porter. He got to fight Danny Garcia. He got to fight Earl Spence. Hell, Pacquiao over there at PBC now. Go over and fight Pacquiao. I'll take the Pacquiao fight, even though I think Pacquiao a little bit over the hill. But Bud got to fight some guys, man. Because right now his resume at 147 ain't nothing. Joe Horn, who he won the belt off of, who's been knocked out since. Again, Amir Khan, who me saying Amir Khan just knocked him out. You can blow on Amir Khan's chin and that'll knock him out. And then a broken Kell Brook. Obviously, Kell Brook's not the same fighter that he was. So. What Rose? Rose, what you talking about? Oh, you're talking about James and the King Von stuff. Bud needs to fight Manny. Yep. That's what I just said, man. Crawford versus Spence. It has to, Tony. That has to go down. Earl's unified. Man, Pacquiao has one belt. Bud's got another belt. What they need to do is back to what Made and Dave talking about. Bud and Manny need to get it on, unify, and then you have unified versus unified for undisputed at 147. Once Earl become undisputed at 147, which is my prediction, Earl will go up to 160. I think Earl might skip 154 because him and Jermell Charlo are boys. I don't see them fighting. And Jermell has a stranglehold at 154. He's got 154 locked down. I think he'll make that jump straight to 160. I know the other Charlo's at 160, but there's enough belts to go around at 160. I think Earl will make that leap. Crawford versus Spence has to go down. Oh, I just read that one. Yeah, he a jit, man. He a jit. I don't watch boxing, but if you could pick any boxer as of right now to put your money on, who would you choose if that makes sense? Styles make fights, bro. That's so hard to pick. That's so hard to pick. Like me, like I'll be 100. I'm a big time Wilder fan. Not even gonna lie to you. big time Wilder fan. And even if Tyson Fury did cheat, which that's a whole nother conversation, Tyson Fury was always the only heavyweight as a Wilder fan that I worried about. Wilder's knocking everybody else in the heavyweight division clean out because none of them can move like Tyson Fury. So I would have told you I'll put my money on Wilder over anybody except Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is 6'9" and can box. And I always knew that was going to be a problem for my dog Deontay Wilder. And I'm still riding with Wilder even after Wilder going to come back and get that. But that is the only heavyweight that worries me about Deontay Wilder. Wilder's starching everybody else in the heavyweight division, including Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua don't move. He gets Dillian White out of there in one round. Usyk can box. Usyk's not big enough to mess with Deontay Wilder. So if I had to pick one guy in all of boxing to put, honestly, it might be Canelo. It might be Canelo. I don't see too many people that can beat him. But then again, it depends on who he's fighting. I think there's some guys that give Canelo some problems. I think Big Charlo will give Canelo some problems. I do. I think Big Charlo can give Canelo some problems. So it all comes to matchups, dog. It all comes to matchups. Sniper say Earl. You think Manny Pacquiao beat Bud? I don't think Manny could beat Bud. I think Bud will handle Manny Pacquiao. Fury. I have Fury beating AJ. AJ's solid. Just none of the heavyweights move like Fury. He's so big in just the way he moves. AJ's shown that he's chinny as hell. I think Fury could get AJ. I think AJ's out of the three I just talked about. We talked about heavyweight division. I think AJ's third out of the bunch. Out of Wilder, Fury, and AJ. Main Day says facts. I want to see Spence Crawford trilogy, one fight, 140. Bud ain't going up to 160. Bud maybe could go to 154. I don't think Bud could go to 160. Bud's already 33 years old. I don't see Bud going to 160. I think Earl will go to 160. I don't see Bud going to 160. Magic about to pick right now. I'm just waiting on to see this next New York Knicks pick. Yes, I would love to see Bud against Sean Porter. I would love to see that. I think Porter would give Bud a hell of a fight. Hey, Auntie, how are you doing tonight? Glad to see you. Giuseppe, Tyson Fury for sure over AJ. Yeah, I'm taking Tyson Fury over AJ. I like the dog and Porter. He will give anybody. Yeah, Porter doesn't quit. Tyson Fury can move, man. Tyson Fury can move. Yeah. That was the only guy. Again, my favorite fighters are in order. Wilder 1, Earl Spence 2. And then I got both the Charlo brothers at 3. I can't pick one over the other, even though I think Big Charlo might be the better boxer than Lil Charlo. But those are my guys. And Wilder's my favorite fighter, but Tyson Fury was always the fight I worried about for Deontay. Because the dude can move. He's 6'9", 270, but moves. It's kind of scary to watch. And I always knew Wilder would have a hard time landing that clean hit. Maiden Day says, yes, bro. Canelo eating that Mexican meat too. Yeah, we know Canelo a cheater. I got it. I know. Again, it's hard. Like when I know Sniper asks a pretty solid question, but it's such a tough question to answer. Manny still got it. Bud never been in the ring with the fight. I feel you on that. Manny might still. I just don't see Bud losing to Manny though. I really don't. You want to see Bud fight Thurman? That's a tough one too. I think Thurman too big for Bud, but Bud is Bud's a dog though. We got to stop counting Bud out. Again, I'm mad at Bud for being over that top rank and not fighting the top guys. I think Bud would give it to Thurman though. I think Bud would beat Thurman, and I think Bud would beat Manny. Look, there's not too many guys. I think Bud would beat Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter would give him a hell of a fight though. The only person I see giving it to Bud is Earl Spence. That's just me. I think we kind of, even though he don't have a resume, I think we kind of sleeping on Bud right now. Bud would whip Thurman easy. I don't know if it'd be easy because Thurman got some pop that I don't think Bud's been hit with. But I think Bud would beat him. Joshua don't want no smoke with water. None of the heavyweights do. I mean, at nothing else, I respect Fury for at least fighting him. But again, that's the only heavyweight that I ever worried me. Now, there's some good young prospect heavyweights too that people should be on the lookout for. Bud versus Manny isn't a good matchup for Bud. You don't think so? I don't know. I know Manny likes to push the pressure, but I don't know. I think Bud would get Manny, man. I think Bud. I've seen Manny face down, ass up. I think Bud can get Manny. Rose said, I wouldn't say all that. Now, yeah, I think Bud would get Thurman. I don't know about easy, bro. I don't know about easy. Will Roy Jones Jr. fight Mike Tyson? Is it next week? But yeah, they're fighting. They are fighting. I don't know. I don't know if it's next week. I think it's next week or the week after, but they're fighting for sure. Hey, y'all talking about boxing. You added my league on that one. No, we talk about everything tonight. I think we already talked about the Florida State stuff, about Luke Altmyer potentially decommitting, and we looked at the new recruiting rankings for Florida State, and we was checking out FSU had 2 players in the NBA draft tonight. Patrick Williams got drafted number 4. Vassell went to the Spurs. So we covered all the FSU talk. We just talking now for the rest of the night. Thurman can't take body shots. There's some truth to that, J Play. There's some truth to that. Thurman don't like getting hit to the body. That's true. I don't watch boxing, but Tyson Fury is the most skilled boxer. I wouldn't say maybe that you ever saw, because you say you don't watch boxing. Tyson Fury is very skilled for his size. Definitely not the most skilled boxer I ever saw. The most skilled boxer I've ever saw in my lifetime, personally, with my eyes, is Roy Jones Jr. It's Roy Jones. Polk, did you see the video Wilder put out about the Fury's corner slide down? Yeah. Again, I said I'm riding with Wilder. If Wilder thinks he cheated, and I saw the video, and they've had people that was in Fury's sparring camp with him come out and speak out against Fury. Bro, there's a lot of talk about Fury. Fury's a known cheater anyway. He's been caught doing drugs and all that before, and steroids. The Magic took Cole Anthony? Damn! Ain't no point even watching the rest of the draft. We'll see who the Knicks, if we can get a point guard. But yeah, there's a lot of going on. I'm riding with Wilder. We're rocking with Wilder till the wheels fall off. King Kong ain't no joke either. Luis Ortiz is not a joke. As a matter of fact, I hear that is a fight that's coming up. Ortiz just fought last week, but it was a joke of a fight. The guy did belong in the ring as Luis Ortiz. They're saying they're going to give Andy Ruiz a tune-up, and then I think they're doing Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. That's a damn good fight. Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. Hey, am I lying? We didn't see Manny Pacquiao face down on the canvas. Of course, the New York kid would go to Florida, go to Orlando. Damn, I wish he would have slid to 23. So call me stupid. I didn't know Cole Anthony was Greg Anthony's son. Well, I'll be damned. I'm looking at Greg Anthony over there like, that dude looked familiar. Man, that's Greg. That's his son. I had no idea. Watch him ball. Watch every point guard the Knicks pass on ball. Man, we going on 3 hours, man. If you still here kicking it, man, shout out to you. Promise you, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I want to get to this Knicks pick, and then we'll cut it off. But I got to see who the Knicks pick, man. So if you want to stick it out with me, by all means, please do. When you say sleeping, what you mean? I think he's been the most consistent receiver we've had so far, but I don't know if anybody's sleeping on him. I think that's his stepson. Okay. Yeah, because they don't really look alike. He not going the ball, and the Magic's going to ruin another player's career. Magic suck. Taylor Wilson, Cam McDonald's are both nice players. I like Pookie. Pookie's been the most consistent receiver. Cam, I think they've misused him. Not even gonna lie. Isaiah Stewart. Okay. Cam. Yeah, I don't think they're using Cam McDonald right, bro. So I just feel like when you have young quarterbacks, why is the tight end used more? Why is the tight end the best friend of these quarterbacks? We know we're not that deep at receiver. We don't have a lot of reliable receivers. Instead of them utilizing Cam McDonald in better ways, it's almost like he goes missing. So yeah, they got to figure out some things. I don't know. I wouldn't even be surprised to see maybe Cam move on. Now, I'm not saying I have heard that or that's going to happen, but all right, that's his son. That's what's up, though. My man Made in the Ville is on.
There's a lot of good players.
Shout out to Made in the Ville. If you guys didn't watch that Saturday show, found us a Louisville channel. He was on here kicking it with us. We growing, bro. The community's growing, bro, and I love it. I love finding these other YouTubers and talking football with them. Hell, and I'll even talk some boxing if we can get some boxing YouTubers over here. The boxing YouTubers are usually a lot bigger than I am, though. They probably don't want to waste their time with me. I'm more of a football guy, but I can talk some boxing too, though. Now I'm on the RJ Hampton bandwagon, Sniper Gang. Now I'm on it. I wanted Cole Anthony. Now I'm on RJ Hampton bandwagon. Yeah, I'll be watching it. I'm always going to make sure and check out how James is doing. Very underutilized. And he should be being used a lot more when you have these inexperienced young quarterbacks. I got you, homie. I got you. Yeah, I mean, they definitely need to coach a better game than they did against that NC State. Obviously. Who is this guy from Greece? From Serbia? I'm not even gonna try to say. I'm guessing his name is just Alec because I can't even try to say the rest of that crap. Holy cow! Like they say, I think people just be throwing these names together. Let me just throw a bunch of letters together and call it a name. Hate to say it, but if Winston throws two picks and they lose, probably they'll definitely give him a short lease. Corey Clark, what'd he say that had you cracking up? Maybe the Knicks can move up and get somebody. RJ Hampton. The Mavericks are about to pick. I could have sworn we had the Mavericks picks. The Mavericks got a solid team, man, with Luka and Porzingis. Who was the Oprah hyping, Jay? I didn't watch, so I kind of watch War Chant in bits and pieces. That's what Rose was talking about earlier, Sniper Gang, about how he was talking about how he's not really in love with the game like that. So I could see him being a bust. I mean, he's a guy with talent, obviously, but that obviously doesn't seem to be his passion. James is back. I think the Knicks get a player with 18 letters in his last name. Just go ahead and sell it. Okay. And what pick is this? How far are we from this last pick, man? Let's see what the Knicks do with this last pick, man. That's what I need to see. Sean Payton will not allow Winston to throw as often. He will use Cowboy. It's a good point, Panama. I expect Sean Payton to not keep the. He's not gonna just put the ball in Jameis's hands and say, "Take us to the promised land." They're gonna get Alvin Kamara involved and do a lot of things like that. Good point, Panama. What do you guys think? You guys think Saturday we could have a surprise performance from somebody? Like somebody just emerge? Can the Damian Webb just go off? Something crazy like that. I mean, that's the only way I could see FSU even remotely pulling off an upset to Saturday. It would have to be somebody just explode and have a career type game, and Clemson just don't have an answer for it. And I don't necessarily even see that, you know what I'm saying? So we're at pick 19. The Knicks have pick 23. So we're almost there, guys. Still 20 people hanging in there strong. Shout out to the 20 people still in the chat, hanging out strong, going on 3 hours. Brooklyn Nets with the pick here. Let's see who they at. Hopefully they don't pick RJ Hampton. I'd be mad. They pick RJ Hampton, I just might turn it off. Because at this point, I don't see who the Knicks could pick. Because we need a point guard. Stop trying, Jameis. All they do is throw screen passes. That's true. They don't really push the ball deep. Man, I hope Tate doesn't start. Oh, I hope not, bro. If Rodemaker starts, it's over. We can forget it. If Rodemaker's the guy, yeah, we can cancel Christmas. I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna be happy watching it. And y'all gonna watch it right with me and be miserable. I think Kenyon Martin's son is eligible to be drafted tonight. Kenyon Martin Jr. Talk about somebody being old, man. It's crazy. They're gonna have to use Wyatt Richter Rose. If that happens, they're gonna have to. You just can't have Tate Rodemaker go out there and take every snap and expect. Nah, that dude's gonna be shell shocked. He's not ready for that. They're gonna have to really draw up some stuff. We'll see what they do Saturday. I don't think we have much of a chance, but if we do, someone's just gonna have to break out, emerge. Don't know. Warren Thompson's just gonna have to ball out or something like that. It's gonna have to be the case. Sniper thinks Jameis is gonna throw at least one pick. Kmart's son is nice. Yeah, he's up. There's a chance he gets drafted tonight. I think they're only doing round one tonight. I think, but I could be wrong. Steve Nash. I'm really interested to see how he coaches. It's nice to have Kevin Durant though as the guy you get to coach in your first gig. Y'all playing in Tally or Clemson? I think we're home. Honestly, Maiden Date, I ain't paid too much attention to it, but I think it's a home game. Okay, we got a trade. Let me check, man. I'm gonna check for you, Maiden Date. But yeah, we're home. Not like it matters, but yeah, we're home. All right, receivers not getting off the line. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't see us really making a. I don't see how we can pull a shocker. Like go to the UNC game. You go to the UNC game. One of the reasons we win that game, Josh Kane had a career game. Pick six, multiple sacks. What?
Mommy said to tell you that you have to pick up Adrian.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Shadiq Bey. Well, what's up with his lineup? Somebody line him up with a blowtorch. Like they burnt his whole forehead, boys. They shouldn't have let him come on TV with that lineup. Unless that's like something else. Unless like it looked like they pushed his hairline too far back. Maybe he always look okay. It might just be discoloration. Okay, I take it back. I'm sorry. That was ignorant of me. He might have some like vitiligo going on right there or something. Cypress gang say I lined them up. They gave him a pissing hat, or did they? Was it a trade or something? This can be a game y'all see who really trying to get be there as well. That's true too. So I might have to cut this early because well, it's not early, but I might have to cut it before the next pick. I forgot I had to go get my son. Forgot about the little dude. Actually, I expected his mama to get him, but I guess I gotta get him. This can be. I was Norvell old school Georgia Tech. Yeah, for real. Run an old school triple option ball control type joint. I'm telling you, Poke, these parents just be putting letters together, hoping it makes sense. In Hawaii, it is only 5 o'clock. It's actually 4:57 right now. It's only 4:57. About to be 5 o'clock. I never in my life thought Clemson would be this good. I remember Bobby Bowden letting his son win so they wouldn't fire him from Clemson. Yeah, man, it's early over here. That's why when you guys be seeing me, like when FSU has these noon games, y'all don't realize I have to wake up at like 6, 5 in the morning just to catch these games, bro. Got to be dedicated over here. When I be going live on Saturdays, it'd only be 1, 2 o'clock for me. It'd be, I mean, depending on when the game stops. So even when the game stopped for me at 4 or 5 o'clock, I know it'd be late for y'all. I just be getting started. Yeah, this is gonna take too long, so I won't be able to because I gotta go get my son. I won't be able to put the Knicks last pick. Let's hope it's RJ Hampton. We got 3 picks left until it's RJ Hampton time. Miami's about to pick right now. I'll try to hold on as long as possible. I don't gotta pick him up for another. All right, Rose, bro. Have a good night. Before it does come early, bro. I know I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, so I already know how it is. I already know. Bruh. It is what it is. We make sacrifices for the greater good sometime, bro. I swear if they let the Lakers get that RJ Hampton kid, bruh, I wouldn't be surprised. Miami's about to pick right now, and then it's 3 more picks or 3 more picks and 2 more picks, and then the Knicks pick. I'm trying to hold off. I got to pick my son up at 5:30. The good thing is I don't have to pick him up. It's not far. The bad news is I want his mama to do it, but she won't do it. I just hope we don't get beat by 50. Good night. Good night, Corey. I'm pretty sure we'll get beat by at least 40. Interesting pick by my Heat. Who you want him to take? You got any player that you specifically looking at him to take, or I don't think Miami doesn't really have a lot of needs, man. Maybe add another shooter, or what do you think? What do you think, Maiden Day? Yeah, Goran Dragic kind of hurt him. They might be looking to replace him. They might take RJ Hampton. The Heat take RJ Hampton. I'm gonna lose my shit. Tyrese Maxey. He's saying the big man. If FSU was able to keep it within 30 or under, I absolutely agree with you, Sniper. That's a win somehow for us. Let's see what Miami do. I'm gonna cut it off after this Miami pick. Power forward from Memphis. Okay, got him a Nigerian brother. I like the get up too. I like this. I like what he's wearing. All right. All right, guys. I'm cutting it off because I gotta go get the young man. I was gonna wait to this last New York Knicks pick, but thanks everybody who stuck it out for the 3 hours. Man, I still got 26 people in here, and we going on 3 hours strong. So, Jim Lee with the score prediction. If we kept it in 7, that's a win. I don't see that, but that would be a win. If we score 31 points, that's a win. I don't see us scoring 20 points. Handle your business. Go pick your son, man. We'll be back. Rock. Of course. I'm not in a rush to pick that little motherfucker up. So you can just come here and get on my nerves and be bad. I ain't in a rush. Only picking them up because I got to. All right, take it easy, man. Another Bam type player. Yep, I was just thinking the same thing. Another long, athletic guy. So I think that's a solid pick by Miami. And I'll holler at you guys later, man. As always, stay classy. Seminoles. The next pick, Obi Topping. The Knicks pick Mr. Topping. Let's see if we can get a point guard. Altmyer's on the way out. And the 247 has rearranged its recruiting. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Very good show tonight. Shout out to everybody who came through, show love. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And if you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a